Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Well, first of all, I'd like to begin the show this morning for just a moment, an apology.
Oh.
Let me get that clicked, get this put back.
Wow, that's interesting. Starting the show with an apology.
Yeah.
All right. An apology to our listeners?
Yes, to the listeners.
Okay. What did you do?
Well, I took Tuesday off. I didn't do the breakfast show, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So to me, all day yesterday, my days were off. And even when
I can understand that.
I was visiting with my wife last night, she said, "No, this is Wednesday, Dave." So that's my excuse for messing everything up yesterday.
What were you messing up?
Well, first thing I did was I read the birthdays.
Okay.
Which were actually the birthdays for the day before.
Oh.
So all the birthdays I read yesterday, they had celebrated the day before that. So, people like Kim Leapart and Sandy Shea actually had already celebrated their birthday.
I see.
Although I would say Joe Shea still was robbing the cradle.
There you go.
But so apologies there. I didn't get one yesterday, so I saw the birthdays, and there's the birthdays for today.
Uh-huh.
I didn't look at the date.
It happens.
I assumed, and when you assume,
then we all know
there's a big boom.
Happens. Yeah.
And then, of course, the things that Christy pointed out, I was off a day on how we were going to do things today. And then,
right.
And then Christy came into my office yesterday afternoon and told me about one other thing I had done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But she did it very nicely.
Yes, she was nice about it.
So you heard her correcting me on that one, too?
I did, yes.
I don't even remember what it was. There's so many...
You know what? I can't remember now either. To be honest, I know you were getting corrected, though.
Yeah. But she did it nicely.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm going to do a better job today.
All right. Well, I need to do a better job of helping you.
Yeah, when you see me going off the end of the board like that with no water in the pool, would you kind of let me know?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
It's Thursday today, by the way.
It's Thursday. Don't take days off. Then you know what day it is. Want to thank our severe weather sponsors. We had severe weather last night, late in the night, early this morning. Jeff Bailey on duty until about 1 o'clock this morning, I believe. And we had some storms roll through. We picked up a whopping 1,800s precipitation from all that noise and storm warnings that were in effect through until 1 o'clock this morning. But a big thank you to Custer Public Power, Ansley Lumber, Hunter's Towing and Repair, Taylor Heating and Cooling, and Fixed Right Auto Body. They always bring you weather coverage when it's severe. And some of those same sponsors also help you with school closings and closings due to winter weather as well. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff Bailey, for coming out in the middle of the night, early morning, and covering the weather for us. I know they got heavy rains up north. That started up north of us, up in north of Ainsworth and across to O'Neill, up in that area. They got some heavy rains up there and some reports of hail and so forth. Here, we just didn't get the rain, and we don't need the hail, that's for sure, but we just come out with 1,800s. Broken Bow Airport measured the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a birthday list here. Do you want me to try to do that now?
Yeah, well, just check. Is it for today, June 24th?
6/24.
Okay. You should be good then.
All right. And I don't know whose birthday it was yesterday because I didn't get one and I read the wrong one.
Okay. That's all right. It's a new day.
All right.
We just reset and start over.
It's a good thing about life. You can start over. But I believe in guilt.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
I do.
Feel guilty all day about it.
I will, because if you don't feel guilty about something you did wrong, then you'll do it again and again and again.
Yeah, there's probably something to be said about that.
Well, you just can't say, well, it's a new day and I've been forgiven, and I'm going to go forward, and I don't feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
Yeah, sometimes if the guilt stays with you for a while, it does kind of push you to be correct moving forward.
All right.
But don't get overcome with guilt. That can be a negative and bad thing. So don't let it overcome you.
Okay.
Now, if you want to use it as inspiration to do better, then I think you're okay. But don't let it take over you.
That makes sense.
And remember, yesterday was Let It Go Day.
That's right, it was.
Just let it go, Dave.
I'll let it go.
Let it go.
And, maybe part of it's just having Christy be the one that's correcting me on it. Today's birthdays. Ron Price, celebrating a birthday today.
Yeah.
Doug Miller, celebrating his 46th birthday. Barbara Campbell, celebrating her birthday today. Darlene Wardine, celebrating a birthday. Bobby Harold, happy birthday to you. You're celebrating your birthday with lots of musicians today. Mick Fleetwood. Fleetwood Mac is 74 today. Jeff Beck, who played with the Yardbirds and then, of course, formed the Jeff Beck Group, is 77 today. And Kurt Smith, who was half of the popular 80s duo Tears for Fears, is 60 today. And he still wants to rule the world, by the way.
Ah, yes.
Those are your birthdays. On this 6/24/2021.
Well done. Thanks, Dave.
You betcha. Boy, we got a big show today. We got lots of things going on, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yep, we'll be talking with folks from Anselmo about the Big Sky Festival. They're coming into the studio. I think Cindy Hempstead, I know, is coming, and maybe some other folks. And then Jeremy and Shannon are headed over to Sargent, and they'll be on later on in the 9 o'clock hour with the conversation with the organizers of the Sargent Chokecherry Festival and Fair.
Good.
That's taking place this weekend. Tomorrow, I'll be traveling with Christy.
Oh.
Unless we take separate cars, to Callaway to visit with the folks about the Pioneer Picnic.
Good.
And I will be, I don't know whether it's going to be Friday afternoon or Saturday. Going to drop by the second annual Servicemen of the Heartland Outdoors event that we talked with Mark about yesterday from Tradewinds Marina. And they're going to be having golfing and fishing and social gatherings and fellowship. And I'm going to see if I can just drop by and take a visit there, either Friday afternoon, evening, or on Saturday. We'll be doing the parades on Saturday. I think Jeremy is going to go to Callaway. I'll be going to Anselmo, and Shannon will be in Sargent that afternoon, Saturday afternoon. So we'll be there to throw some candy. She dropped off the bill for candy.
Oh.
When you do 3 parades in one weekend,
you go through a little
you go through some candy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. And I think we're throwing different candy this year, aren't we?
Well, I know the first couple of parades we threw out the little Jolly Ranchers.
Those were very popular.
Yeah.
The kids go for those.
You better hide them. They're somewhat popular around here, too. And I'm listen, you talk about guilt. I'm guilty
you've been hitting
there.
them?
Yeah, I grab 1 or 2 now and then.
So if you feel guilty about it, do you stop doing it so far?
Do I stop doing it?
Yeah, do you stop eating all the Jolly
No, I haven't.
Yeah, see?
I
Well, you need to feel more guilty then. Get more guilt.
Obviously.
Come on, pour it on.
Well, just let it go. I just let it go.
We can't do that every day, Brent.
Oh.
You got to feel guilty. Bring it on.
All right.
Get depressed.
Oh, thanks.
Today we're going to be visiting with Chad Dolan as well from the Dawson County Raceway in Lexington. Did you visit with Chad?
Yeah, Chad called yesterday afternoon, had a nice visit. They'll have racing again this weekend on Sunday at Dawson County Raceway.
All right. And I believe last time we talked with Matt, he's coming in today.
Oh, good.
For a Subway in Broken Bow. And we'll have the Ray Hunt commentary. and a whole bunch of other things to talk about today here on The Breakfast Show. Looking forward to visiting with Anselmo folks and Sargent folks today, because we didn't get to do it normally last year. Some communities had modified festivals. Most did not have anything at all. So we're back rolling.
Yay.
By the way,
Yes.
that said, it's National Handshake Day today.
Is it now?
Yes.
National Handshake Day.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
That's good.
You know, last year there wasn't a lot of handshaking going on. Now, I still think it's okay to do a elbow bump or a fist,
Yeah.
meet fists if you don't want to shake hands, but it's still a great tradition to shake hands.
Yes, it is.
For, just to say hello or congratulations or do you feel guilty? Let me shake your hand type of thing. Some interesting notes about handshakes. Before handshakes became the most dangerous thing you could possibly do, that was how we all greeted each other, and it's still here in Nebraska. Now some elbow bump, but they think the handshake was invented by the Greeks.
How long ago does it say?
Yes, it does. 2,000 years ago.
Whoa.
Yep.
2,000 years ago.
As a symbol of peace. Later, medieval knights would shake the hand of opponents to jiggle loose any hidden weapons.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, true. It's fact. Want to play the game?
Let's do. We asked a question yesterday, didn't get a winner. Now,
Right.
yesterday would have been Big Pig Day, where you win a pig in a blanket at Runza. Didn't get a winner yesterday. So we're still going to give you a chance to win the certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza. And if you're 19 or older and you like, we'll throw in some lottery tickets, too.
Nice.
To play My Day, the new game at Nebraska Lottery. So here is your question for today. British Honduras gained its independence in 1981. These next few questions all have to do with 1981, okay? So go back there in your mind. British Honduras gained its independence that year. What is it now known as? Your choices are Cuba, Belize, Honduras, or Haiti. British Honduras gained its independence in 1981. What is it now known as? Cuba, Belize, Honduras, or Haiti? If you know, call us at 872-2801. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the month of June is one more good reason. Palmer Monuments after Memorial Day sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the After Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
The Cherry County Ag Society and Reckless Promotions presents the annual 4th of July Demolition Derby at the Cherry County Fairgrounds, Valentine, Nebraska. Several heats of action with added prize money, $10,000 total purse. The action begins at 6 p.m. on the 4th of July. Admission is $15 adults and $10 for kids. There's fun for all at the Cherry County Ag Society's Demo Derby at 6 p.m. on the 4th of July.
7:44, and we have Vida on the line.
Vida, Las Vegas. Isn't that how the song goes? Vida, Las Vegas. Or is it Viva? I think the song is Viva.
Yeah, but Vida works.
Yeah, okay.
How you doing, Vida?
Good. How are you?
We're good. We're good. So how's things going for you? How's this summer been?
Busy.
Busy. Everybody's busy, aren't they? That's okay. We're busy, but we're also having some fun this summer with the festivals and everything going, so I hope you'll be able to take a little time off. Are you ready to play the game?
Oh, sure.
All right.
All right, Vida, here's your question. British Honduras gained its independence in 1981. What is it now known as? Is it Cuba, Belize, Honduras, or Haiti?
I believe it's Belize.
You got it. That's it. And because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that will get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza. We've got that for you. And tell you what, we're going to throw in some, if you like, I've got a bunch of coupons here that you can redeem to get a ticket to play My Day, the new fun game at through Nebraska Lottery, if I can spit it out. So we'll throw some of those in there for you, too, if you like.
That sounds great, and if I win, I'll share.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice
Oh,
of you.
man, I hope you're a big winner then.
Have a super good day.
You guys too. Thank you.
Yep, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vida Las Vegas. Vida.
Why don't you, I know you're supposed to talk these things over before you go on the air, but we were talking baseball this morning. So
Yeah.
hand me a few of those live reads and we'll split them up today.
Okay.
That way we can maybe get some of those done here before we turn things over to Christy's younger sister, Kathy, with Dave Davis and Farmers National.
Okay. Well, I just mentioned My Day, the new game at Nebraska Lottery. My Day is a fun Nebraska Lottery game with a calendar theme. You can play your birthday, anniversary, or any date you want, and you could win up to $5,000. That's the top prize. Each My Day play costs just $1, and drawings are held every day of the week. Match the month, day, and year, and you could win the top prize of $5,000. Other prizes range from $1 up to $365. Go to NELottery.com for details. When you play My Day, you're helping to build a better Nebraska. A portion of the proceeds from every ticket sold goes to support good causes across the state. Over $818 million has been raised for the environment, education, Nebraska State Fair, and compulsive gamblers assistance since 1993. So check out My Day from the Nebraska Lottery. The Nebraska Lottery, play is good, so go play.
You know, I was just thinking Kim Leapart might have got 2 birthday presents.
You never know. Yeah,
I bet.
Because
I bet Randy got her 2 after he probably got her 1, and then when we announced it was her birthday yesterday, he probably got her another one.
possibly, or thanks to you, she got 1.
Yeah,
If he forgot, then he heard you announce it like, oh, no, it's Kim's birthday today.
I forgot it.
I better go get something. So you never know. You may have saved Randy.
That
You know what I mean?
helps. But a little less guilt.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel guilty about giving somebody a gift anytime, whether it's their birthday or not.
Correct.
Really nice sometimes just to give a gift out of nowhere. Just hey, this is just because I like you. You're a good person. Whether it would be a wife or a aunt, uncle, a friend, a grandparent, and it could be in the form of an award. Just saying you're the best granddad in the world. And I know a place you can get something just for that. Awards and more on the west side of the square, right by the Custer County Museum here in Broken Bow. Now, we were talking parades just a few moments ago. Summer is full of parades and yard sales, so talk to them about your options for a banner or sign for the upcoming parades. They have great ideas, by the way, for wedding gifts, for something unique and special. And weddings take place year-round anymore, but June is still a big month in summer. So get in there and give them a little time to put something together for you. Fun summer tanks can be personalized, or keep your beverages nice and cool with their double-wall insulated stainless steel water bottles. Sassy Sweet Sally, or Sweet Sassy Sally, would love to help bring your ideas to life. So stop in and talk to her or Dynamic Diane. Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. They're closed on Fridays.
All right. Hey, don't forget, today is Market on the Square, downtown Broken Bow. Lots of vendors going to be there again today around the square. And here's a list of them. Old-fashioned kettle corn, Secret Garden, Julie's Handmade Cards and Crafts, Scentsy, Morning Lark crocheted items, Mickey's Greenhouse, The Cookie Farm, Dot Dot Smile with children's clothes and farm fresh eggs, Sandy's Take and Bake, also Tacos El Gordo, Anna's Papusas, 4W Accessories, Vang's Village, Tropical Snow, Soderholm Farms Produce, U.S. Cellular will be there with a booth today as well. Ruby Ribbon will be there, also Meat and Complete from Valentine. Setting D will be there with walking tacos and frozen cuts of beef and pork to purchase. EK Farm Goods with produce, Tastefully Simple, Wagon Wheel Farms, and the Super Kids Club will be downtown Broken Bow today for Market on the Square. So check it out. Head on down to Broken Bow today around the square for Market on the Square.
All right. Yes, fireworks can be sold beginning tomorrow And the
tomorrow,
excuse me.
tomorrow.
Are you
can
done?
Buy a firework tomorrow.
Can I go ahead and take care of this?
It's only a day away. Go ahead.
The Lions Club fireworks stand is open June 25th. That's tomorrow because this is the 24th. Stop and shop at Pleasure Lane's parking lot on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow. View the Kaboomers flyer before you go for tons of coupons. And don't forget to bring them with you for the savings. They're open through July 4th at 10 p.m.
Uh-oh.
I think that should be. Yeah, they've got it in there twice. So I'll read this over.
All right.
They are open through July 4th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day starting tomorrow.
All right.
When you shop with them, don't forget that 20% of their profits go to the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department. The rest goes to the amazing community projects that the Lion Club supports. So start shopping tomorrow at the Lions Club fireworks stand out at the parking lot near Pleasure Lanes.
And listen to the breakfast show tomorrow. I think that Jeremy's going to go down to the fireworks stand like we do every year and talk to the Lions Club members who are running the stand, and they'll talk about the fireworks that they have for you. So listen for that tomorrow.
All right, very good. We've edited this so it won't be a problem next time.
Fantastic. Thanks, Dave.
And whoever did that should feel guilty about it.
You want to keep going, or
We better.
I don't know where we're at on time.
We better break away.
Okay.
Because Kathy's ready to go with Dave Davis Farmers National. Some things she wants to tell you about, real estate-wise and maybe even auction-wise. And, of course, she may mention that she's younger than Christy, but we'll see. Here we go.
And action!
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with Dave Davis Auction Service, some of the auctions coming up are July 10th, the Rick Bickford Estate Auction, along with several guest consigners. There's a vehicle, there's a four-wheeler that's Kalinowski with 350 miles, several guns, a couple brands and irons, and lots of other stuff that we will have more information on later, and the sale bill will be posted on our website. And then July 17th is the Allen Woodward Estate sale, and there will be tractors and vehicles and equipment. And then July 24th and 25th is the Cecil Maddock Estate sale. It's a 2-day sale, and it will be in 2 different locations on Saturday, and then back to the one location on Sunday. And you can call Jim or the office for more information on that or any of these auctions, and we will have more as we get the information available. And they will be posted on our website also. Going over to Farmers National side, at 900 South 12th Avenue, we have a brick ranch-style home. It's got a cute kitchen with a neat tile backsplash, under-cabinet lighting, and stainless steel appliances, including a range with double ovens. Laundry is located right off of the kitchen, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the main floor, custom blinds in kitchen and living room. Lower level has a family room, a 3rd bathroom, 2 more bedrooms, and lots of storage. Bedrooms are non-conforming. New carpet in the family room, patio area in the back, underground sprinklers, and located on a quiet street at 900 South 12th Avenue. At 539 North 6th Avenue, we have a very nice home with a very open floor plan. Large kitchen, has a breakfast bar, lots of cabinets and counter space. Great room, has patio doors leading out to the deck. Main floor laundry. This home has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the main floor. Master bedroom has a master bath, walkout basement with family room, 3rd bathroom, 4th bedroom, and great storage. Central heat and air units were new in 2018 and 2020. Has cement board siding. Shingles were new in 2017 and 18. It's on a corner lot at 539 North 6th Avenue. And then at 605 North G Street, this one's close to school, large open living concept. Kitchen has lots of cabinets and counter space, and a breakfast bar open to the formal dining area. Formal dining space has patio doors leading out to the back. There are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, all on the main floor. Master bedroom has a master bathroom with double sinks. Main floor laundry coming in from the garage. Lower level has 3rd bathroom with a whirlpool tub and a separate shower. 4th bedroom, craft room, and a family room with a fun bar area separated with a double-sided fireplace. Attached double garage and extra concrete pad to park a camper or extra vehicle. That's at 605 North G Street. We have a very cute home at 636 South 5th Avenue. Warm and inviting colors and a very friendly welcome when you walk into the living room that has a nice bay window. Cute kitchen has a neat backsplash, stainless steel appliances, and a pantry. Dining area is open to the kitchen and living room. Main floor laundry. You'll enjoy the sunroom that has skylights. 2 bedrooms on the main floor. Lower level has a family room, 2nd bathroom, storage, and 2 more bedrooms. Corner lot with fenced-in backyard and patio area. Double garage has a large workshop area located in the front. That's at 636 South 5th Avenue. At 245 North 9th Avenue, home has a very nice remodeled kitchen with breakfast bar, formal dining area, and an informal dining space. Large master bedroom. Bathroom addition was added in 2015. Master bedroom has walk-in closet and neat barn door. Upstairs has 3 more bedrooms and 2nd bathroom. Lower level has a family room, office space, 3rd bathroom, and lots of storage. Large attached double garage was also added in 2015. Cute open front porch, a composite deck on the south side of the home. A lot of the windows have been replaced. Some are triple pane that have a warranty that will transfer to the new owner. That's at 245 North 9th Avenue. 1845 South East Street. This is a brick ranch style home. Beam ceilings in the kitchen, living, and dining rooms. Dining area has picture window and is open to the living room. Living room also has picture window that looks out to the large covered patio area in the back. Galley style kitchen, 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a walk-in closet and master bathroom. There's also a family room located in the back. Everything is on one level. Besides the attached single garage, there's a detached single garage and 3 utility sheds. Does have underground sprinklers. That's at 1845 South East Street. At 535 South 10th Avenue, we do have the Farm Credit Services building listed. It's a very nice commercial building. This building was built in 1955. It's in excellent shape. The main part was remodeled in 2009. This building is set up for 2 separate businesses with each having their own entrance and a shared parking lot. There is 8342 square feet with a partial basement. That's at 535 South 10th Avenue. And then if you're looking for an acreage, we have one at 79360 Drive, 448 Berwyn. It's 1.99 acres. It's a 1992 modular home, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bath, formal dining area, large kitchen with breakfast bar, main floor laundry, lots of fresh paint, all new waterproof flooring, country living within 10 miles from Broken Bow. That's at 79360 Drive, 448 Berwyn, and it's 1.99 acres. Then in Sargent, we have a home that's priced to sell at 308 North 2nd Street. It is 2 bedrooms, and the bedrooms have hardwood floors, does have an eat-in kitchen, full bathroom, a storage basement at 308 North 2nd Street in Sargent. And then in Callaway at 203 West Monroe Street, we have a very well-kept home. Very nice kitchen with lots of cabinets and counter space. The plants are staying with the home. Large living room with windows across the front. 2 bedrooms and a full bathroom on the main floor. Main floor laundry coming in from the attached garage. The washer and dryer are also staying with the home. Lower level has a family room, a non-conforming 3rd bedroom, a 2nd bathroom, and lots of storage and has other possibilities. There's a beauty shop that is located to the back of the garage that is heated and cooled with its own unit and also has a half bathroom, but has other possibilities. This could easily be changed into a home office. The metal roof was new in 2018. It sits on a large lot with underground sprinklers. This is the ranch-style home that was built in 1979 at 203 West Monroe Street in Callaway. Then in Ansley, we have the former Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Building, located at 706 Main Street, Ansley. This is 2250 square foot building, and like I said, it was last used as a medical clinic, and it's located at 706 Main Street, Ansley. I think that sums it up for this week, but I'd like to thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. A stunning partial high-rise collapse in Miami early this morning.
By far the most horrific thing that I've seen in my life.
Parts of the 12-story building pancaked.
Here we had a building literally fall down. Just doesn't happen.
There were 30 condo units in that area, and rescue workers are finding it very difficult to locate survivors. Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett.
There's just feet in between stories where there were 10 feet. That is heartbreaking because it doesn't mean to me that we're going to be successful as we would want to be to find people alive.
At least one person is confirmed dead. On the other side of the 100-unit building, people have been rescued from balconies and the rubble. Roof construction was underway, but it's not clear if that was connected. CBS News Special Report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Nebraska's unemployment rate remained one of the lowest in the country as it fell even lower in May, according to data released Wednesday. The state's 2.6% unemployment rate tied with Vermont for the second lowest rate in the nation, behind only New Hampshire's 2.5% unemployment. Nebraska's seasonally adjusted unemployment rate declined in May to 2.6% from April's 2.8% as the number of jobs in the state continued to grow. The state's non-farm unemployment hit 1,015,016 in May, which was an increase of 7,625 over the previous month and 60,534 higher than last year. The state's current unemployment rate is less than half of May's 5.4% of last year unemployment, when restrictions related to the coronavirus pandemic prompted widespread layoffs and business closures. The local unemployment rates from last month were 2.7% in Omaha, 2.2% in Lincoln, and 2.4% in Grand Island. Those are all down significantly from a year ago when Omaha recorded 6.4% unemployment, Lincoln was at 5.4%, and Grand Island had 7.7% unemployment. A Nebraska City Police sergeant is healing with Canine Mac. Dan Swanson with News Channel Nebraska has more.
Police Sergeant Chris Richardson took advantage of his recuperation time at the Morton James Public Library's summer program, where he presented the 5-year-old Belgian Malinois, Mac. Richardson was injured after slipping on ice and snow during a K-9 deployment this winter, but said Wednesday he is on the mend.
It's definitely a hit to the city, not having the K-9 out on the streets every day.
Mac has continued his training in narcotics detection and tracking, and Sergeant Richardson said he is impressed with the dog's reaction to his on-duty injury.
He was very protective. He knew that there was something not right, and so he went into a very aggressive type protection mode. He was very worried about me and not wanting anybody else near me, which I was glad to see.
Richardson said he and Mac continue to train together, and the city has recently purchased a new patrol car equipped for the K-9 service.
A minor setback with my injury, but it's given us time to really perfect this car.
Richardson introduced Mac at Wildwood Park on Wednesday and says he expects to have the K-9 unit at 100% by this fall. From Nebraska City, I'm Dan Swanson, News Channel Nebraska.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals saw the Hawks beat the Bucks in Milwaukee 116-113. Trae Young led Atlanta with 48 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. It's his 7th game this postseason with 30 or more points. For Milwaukee in the loss, Giannis Antetokounmpo had 34 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, and Drew Holiday 33 points, but not enough. That's the first home loss this postseason for Milwaukee as Atlanta grabs the 1-0 series lead. NHL playoffs, league semifinals, the Islanders were down 2-0 at home in a must-win game against the Lightning. They scored 3 straight goals, including the overtime game winner from Anthony Beauvillier in a 3-2 win. That series is now tied at 3. A deciding Game 7 will be Friday in Tampa. In baseball games of note, the Rays beat the Red Sox 8-2. Tampa Bay snaps a 7-game skid and moves a half game back of Boston in the AL East. Brewers down the Diamondbacks 3-2. Milwaukee moves a half game up on idle Chicago for the top spot in the NL Central.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for partly sunny skies, a slight chance for some afternoon showers and storms developing with highs in the upper 80s. Then for tonight, chance for scattered storms, a low of 64. Showers and storms then likely on Friday with upper 70s for highs. And into your Saturday, still lingering chance for showers and storms, 77. For Sunday, we'll have highs working up to 80. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Currently 66 under a cloudy sky. Winds are light and variable. We do expect those winds to be mostly out of the north-northeast today. Barometric pressure up to 2989. Humidity at 93%. Our high yesterday, 93, an overnight low of 63. Sunset today at 9:16. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:06. As we mentioned earlier, we did receive 0.18 of an inch precipitation overnight, bringing our total for the month of June to 0.21. 66 and cloudy skies. Commentary paid for by Ray Hunt coming up right after these words.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
This commentary is paid for by Ray Hunt. This program was not created in the KCNI KBBN studios and does not necessarily represent the views or policies of Custer County Broadcasting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This audio from Colin Neweer talking about AR-15s being twice as popular as Ford F-150s is brought to you and paid for by Ray Hunt.
And I quote, "There are probably more modern rifles in circulation than there are Ford F-150 pickup trucks." Those are the words of Judge Roger T. Benitez of the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of California when he handed down the ruling that California's assault weapon ban was unconstitutional.
A federal judge has struck down California's 3-decade ban on assault weapons, saying that it violates the Second Amendment. Now, his ruling on Friday, Judge Roger Benitez said the AR-15 rifle was, quote, like a Swiss Army knife, and called it a home defense weapon. The AR-15 has been used in many of the country's deadliest mass shootings. Benitez issues a 30-day stay on the ruling, giving the state attorney general time to appeal.
I just want to say, God bless this man for having the cojones to make the legally sound judicial decisions that he makes regarding the Second Amendment, considering he's in one of, if not the most anti-gun districts in the world. Judge Roger T. Benitez is to the legal protection of the Second Amendment in the Southern District of California what Steph Curry is to the art of three-point shooting, what Drake is to modern-day commercial music, and what Rihanna is to 90% of the male libido. In 2017, he blocked a California law that would ban magazines of more than 10 rounds. He also stopped enforcement of a California law that would require background checks for anyone who purchases ammo. And now he has ruled that the California assault weapon ban is unconstitutional. As far as I'm concerned, Judge Benitez is a judicial snowball living in the depths of legal hell that refuses to melt. So all praise to Lord Benitez, the legal guardian of the Second Amendment in the Southern District of California. So what happens now? Well, we wait. Unfortunately, there's a 30-day stay on this ruling. So right now, everything stays the same for the next 30 days, while the Attorney General of California, Rob Bonta, runs over to his anti-gun buddies on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to beg for an appeal because Rob Bonta is so promiscuously anti-gun that any ruling that protects people's rights under the Second Amendment, he's going against. The vast majority of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals is just as anti-gun as Rob Bonta is. 5 times now, anytime there's been a positive ruling in favor of the Second Amendment, the Ninth Circuit Court has granted a review asking for more judges to take a look at the case. So, more than likely, Bonta is going to get his appeal. and thus the 30 days is going to become a lot longer. Because this is the same court who ruled that you don't have a right to carry a gun in public, I'm pretty confident they're going to engage in some legal alchemy to find a way to reverse this decision. At this point, the plaintiffs in this case will likely try to appeal to the Supreme Court, where honestly, I think we stand a better chance at winning. And once the Supreme Court rules, it won't just affect California, it will affect every state. And we could likely say bye-bye to an assault weapons ban in the near future. Unfortunately, this will all take a lot of time, so strap in, because the anti-gun lobby can do a lot of damage to the Second Amendment in the meantime. So yes, this is a victory for the Second Amendment, but we only won a small battle in a much bigger war. Technically speaking, there's still an assault weapons ban in California. Now, we might not see the fruits of our labor for some time to come. That being said, if the anti-gun lobby was smart, they'd tell Bonta to chill with filing an appeal and take the L. I would explain why, but then I'd be giving the anti-gun lobby ideas on how to win. This is not something I'm about to do. And yes, AR-15s are protected by the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It didn't say only handguns, it said arms.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens. Musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
Now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
And at this time on The Breakfast Show, we're visiting with our good friend Chad Dolan with Dawson County Raceway in Lexington as they get ready for another special night of racing coming up on Sunday in Lexington. Chad, maybe first let's go back to last week and just kind of recap some of the excitement as you had a special night. I'm sure it went real well for you this past Sunday.
It did. We were lucky enough to be able to honor Fred Beardsley and his family from North Platte. And they all got to come out and enjoy the night. And it was very special for them and very special for us to be able to do something back for the family. So great night overall. Cooled off a little bit for last weekend. Looks even better this weekend. So, yeah, we're making headway.
I know that with some of the early rainouts earlier in the season, you're kind of in a spot right now where you're doing this about every week. You've got another big racing night coming up on Sunday, and I'm sure that all of that is keeping you guys busy.
It is. You know, we added this date as a makeup date for one of our earlier rainouts, and you know, I can't say enough about our sponsor that's presenting the races this weekend, Holbein Lawn Service and K-Lawn of Lexington. Amy and Dallas Holbein, they've got ties to quite a bit of family up there in your area in Broken Bow, and you know, they do so much to help out the racetrack in Lexington. I mean, from you know, Dallas has been the fire chief at Lexington in the past, and continues to him and Amy continue to help me at the racetrack on a weekly basis, and you know, personally and with her business. And they've got a lot of really cool things lined up. This weekend we're doing some fun things in the grandstand. We're doing some really cool things for the drivers. A lot of things really going on for this weekend.
Chad, when we look at the results and we report those on Monday nights on KBBN, when I look at the results, I see drivers from all over the region, really, that travel to Lexington to compete. But what really sticks out to me is we have some great drivers who have a lot of success from right here in the area, right around Lexington, in the Dawson County area. That's going to make you and the folks at Dawson County Raceway really excited when you see real local drivers have a lot of success.
It does. You look across the board, and you go to other events, and the guys that come to Lexington, that whether Lexington's their home track or one of the tracks that they run, they go other places and they run really well. Matter of fact, Jake Wolfslaben runs modified. Jake's always in the hunt. And last weekend in the modified class, the national point leader from Ace, Arizona was there, and actually was outran by our own Cozad's Colton Osborne. I think Colton's won 2 races in a row now, and a lot of the drivers that we have, are very successful racers, and it's fun to be able to call Lexington their home for sure.
Of course, we've talked about the racing coming up on Sunday. You still have a lot of special things ahead this season, and I'm sure that you're excited to continue to present a great night for everybody as the season progresses.
We are. This, like I said, this weekend, will be is a fun night that we've got put together. We're still finishing the final touches up on next weekend on the races on the 4th of July. We're trying to get something put together to maybe have a little fireworks. We haven't got that quite done yet, but we're working on it. And then we'll give everybody a break to be able to go do some other things, go to some other races if they want to. We'll be back, and August will be hot as the racing will be hot as ever. Temperatures I know will be a lot better. It gets a little darker earlier in the night too in August, which is a little more fun also. But yeah, we're going to be hitting the ground running in August with our back to school night August 1st, and then we're going to have the High Plains Late Model Series makeup race on August 15th. Shelter Insurance Jackie Rowan night, which is a cancer awareness night also on August 22nd, and then we will finish the year up with our annual Connie Jewett Memorial Championship night on September 19th. So kids will be getting back to school at that time, and things are going to be right back rolling, and we're going to have a really good time until that point for sure.
Well, time never stops, does it, Chad? It just seems like time goes by quickly, and it's when you start throwing out those dates, all of a sudden in my mind I'm going, that really isn't that far away.
No, school's going to be rolling around. The colleges will be open up and the different things, but the summer's kind of rolled right through, especially with what we had a year ago, and just can't say enough about the fans and the drivers that come out and support the Dawson County Raceway week in and week out, whether it's hot, whether the wind's blowing, whether it's dusty or it's not. We've got a lot of diehard people, I'm telling you what, that are there to support the Dawson County Raceway on a weekly basis. And we sure appreciate all the racers, all the fans, and for sure all of our sponsors like Holbein Lawn Service, K-Lawn of Lexington, and KBBN at Broken Bow for sure.
Chad, anything else you want to add to our listeners before we let you go for this week?
No, make sure you get out there this weekend, spin the big Fame prize wheel, win you some cash, win you some prizes, win a flat screen TV or a bicycle. Get out there, do those kind of things. We'll be, T-shirts flying around in the grandstands, hats flying around in the grandstands. Come out and see Macy McCarter from Elm Creek sing the Star Spangled Banner this week. And just come out and have some fun with us on Sunday night. Gates open at 3:30. The green flag drops at 6. Adults are $12. Kids are 5, and 5 and under are always free at the Dawson County Raceway. So just come out and check us out on Sunday.
Chad, always enjoy talking to you. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule to visit with us.
You bet. You guys have a good day.
At Bo Bootery, we pride ourselves on sending you out the door with pairs of footwear that fit properly. Comfort starts with our feet, We have some great brands marked at 20% off this week, including Earth, Born, Merrill, and Spring Step. We only stock quality shoes and sandals that make your feet feel great, not uncomfortable. Come shop with us at your home-owned shoe store on the square in Broken Bow, Bo Bootery.
Barney Health Mart is your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy in Broken Bow. Their June sale is going on now. Save with Health Mart brand omeprazole tablets, $16.98. Cortisone 10 anti-itch cream or ointment, $4.99. BioFreeze Cool the Pain Fast Acting Menthol Pain Relief Gel is $11.99. Visit Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow, just southeast of the square. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show. Thanks so much for doing so. We want to tell you about a few more things here this morning, and we'll also invite you to stay tuned in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll be hearing a report from Sargent as Jeremy and Shannon will be heading over to talk about the Choke Cherry Festival and Fair. And right here in the studio, we'll have guests in from Anselmo to talk about Big Sky earlier in the 9 o'clock hour. And towards the tail end of this hour, we're going to bring in Matt from Subway. And he called. He's on his way. So looking forward to having Matt back on the air with us here live in the studio. A couple things we want to remind you of. Off-Broadway assisted and independent living. I don't know if you heard or not, but in the council meeting the other night, they were in talking to the council about expanding a bit there.
Oh.
So doing some expanding. So that's good news. We'll get more on that as that unfolds. It's just in the early going there. So pretty cool. But they are an exceptional senior living facility available right here in Broken Bow. At Off-Broadway, they offer residents home-like atmosphere and opportunities to socialize and enjoy the privacy of their comfortable apartments. And we've talked to Suzanne about that quite a bit lately. They have some available. They're all painted and fresh and ready to go for you folks who maybe you don't want to do the lawn anymore after this summer. Maybe you're worried about getting those sidewalks cleaned when it snows this winter, or maybe, making sure the house stays up. Maybe that's not something you want to do anymore. Maybe you just like good company.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you like to shoot pool, play cards, eat ice cream, have somebody bring you food. It sounds very good.
I was going to say, I like all of those things.
Plus, you have private apartments, and you can come and go as you please because this is an independent living facility, and they do have some space available. You can check out their virtual tour at offbroadwayapartment.com. There's also pictures available on their Facebook page, and always feel free to visit with the staff at 872-2522 and set up a tour. Enjoy a safe and secure environment at Off-Broadway Assisted and Independent Living, where they strive to exceed expectations.
Just a moment ago, we talked to Chad Dolan about the Dawson County Raceway. Let's go back to Dawson County and tell you about something special they're going to add to the Dawson County Fair in 2021. The Dawson County Ag Society is going to be hosting a salsa competition during the fair this year. It will be on Friday, July 16th at the Dawson County Fairgrounds. The categories will be red salsa and green salsa. And then the awards will be hottest, best flavor, and people's choice. There is a $15 entry fee. The reason we're talking about it now is because they want you to pre-register. They really encourage that. So if you want to get involved in the Dawson County Fair's first annual salsa competition, you can get registered now. The salsa that you make must be homemade. It's got to be made from scratch. Fresh or canned ingredients required. Must be red or green salsa, or you can enter both. It must be made in advance, and then each entry required to submit a list of ingredients to the judges. Each entry needs to be entered under the name of the person who made it, and you can register up to 2 entries per person. Now, each participant must submit at least 1 gallon of salsa per entry. So if you want to get entered into this, I know that we have some great salsa makers in our listening area, so if you want to get involved, we want to make sure that you are aware that it is going to come up on Friday, July 16th. You can start making your plans to make your salsa now, and we encourage you to get pre-registered. Check-in will be at the Beer Garden the day of the contest from 5 until 6 p.m., and then the judging will start at 6:30. If you have any questions, here's a phone number you can call, 308-324-3600. Now, to register, it's very simple. You just email dawsonfairgrounds@gmail.com.
Thank you very much. It's National Bomb Pop Day.
Oh, yeah.
You remember those?
Yeah. In fact, I think we have some in our freezer right now.
Oh, really?
I think so, yep. Girls love them.
They like them.
Oh, yeah.
They're known as the Rocket Popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
They look like a rocket ship with blue, white, and red sections that color your lips so that you look like a psychopath, or a psychopath did your makeup. The bomb pop was supposed to be a representation of American military power. It was invented in Kansas City, Missouri in 1955 as a symbol of patriotism and America's atomic arsenal during the Cold War with the Soviets. That's how it came about. So you have those in your fridge?
I think we do.
I'll be doing
I don't know how many we have left, but if the grandkids come visit, I guarantee you they'll be gone by the weekend.
Well, the kids like those sorts of things, and they also like fireworks.
Oh, you know it.
And we have an option here for you for Hot Rockets fireworks. They are coming to Broken Bow. They'll be starting tomorrow as well. They're in Broken Bow, Lexington, Cozad, Gothenburg, and Holdridge in the Tri-Cities. I think they have 2 stands in Grand Island. And Troy, we talked with him yesterday, is excited about this year with no COVID. Last year they moved out to the ball field outside of Cozad and spread everybody out. It worked so good they're going to do it again. Now what we're talking about here is your chance to go see the fireworks that you can buy at the stand here in Broken Bow on Friday evening. So bring your lawn chairs and join them for the annual fireworks demo at the Sportsman Ball Field located by the funeral home at 916 Avenue B. The fireworks will start at about 9:45. Music will be provided ahead of that by Bobby Devine. The rain date, by the way, if it rains on Friday, will be moved to Saturday evening with the same schedule. So if you'd like to go see the fireworks, maybe see something you like, you're invited. Anybody's invited. There's no charge, and you'll be able to see those. Then they also, at Hot Rocket Fireworks, have computers when you go there to show you a visual demo on the screen. If you're looking to buy something, you wonder what it's going to look like, they can help you there. And they'll be opening up tomorrow right here in Broken Bow. And I believe Troy said they'll be right west of WindQuest in that open lot there.
Yep. And the firework demo that they're going to do, that's in Cozad.
Right.
Yep.
Cozad,
so
just
Cozad
outside.
will be the place.
At the ball field.
Yep.
All right. Oh, man, there's so much going on. Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Now, this combination that they put together, this cooperation that they put together in Callaway is, I think, outstanding. And the two establishments in downtown Callaway, Henry's Bar and Shotgun Annie's, have taken the divider out between their 2 beer gardens out back and made it one. So if you go into one or the other, it doesn't matter. You'll walk into the same beer garden out back. And on Friday night, Shotgun Annie's will be hosting the Jim Rice Band right here, a Nebraska band, very popular. And Candace loves her music. She really loves bringing music to central Nebraska. And she loves good country tunes. We've talked about it before when we've been over there. And here's the thing. You can stay for biscuits and gravy on Friday and Saturday night for $5, and that will take place from midnight to 2 a.m. And 100% of the money raised during the feed will go to the Sandhills Cancer Fund. So they're doing it for you to be able to have biscuits and gravy, and all the money goes to the Sandhills Cancer Fund. So they'd love to see you in Callaway for the Pioneer Picnic, and stop by and hear the Jim Rice Band Friday night at Shotgun Annie's in downtown Callaway.
And since we're talking about Callaway, when you're there this weekend for the Pioneer Picnic, make sure you don't miss the annual Seven Valleys Rodeo. It'll be on Friday and Sunday at 7:30 each night. The Seven Valleys Rodeo will take place on Highway 40 just southeast of town. If you'd like some more information, you can contact Jim Johnson at 870-2175. Friday and Sunday night, just outside of Callaway, the Seven Valleys Rodeo as part of the Pioneer Picnic. Don't miss the fun of the rodeo action. This is something they've been doing for a long, long time. The rodeo is a big part of the Pioneer Picnic celebration, and great competition. You're going to see some really good area cowboys and cowgirls competing. So head on over to Callaway this weekend, Pioneer Picnic and the Seven Valleys Rodeo, which will be presented on Friday and Sunday night at 7:30 each evening.
This is also National Praline Day. Pralines are candied nuts, as you know. Now, here's the thing. So many of our foods in the US of A, we think we invented. But you have to remember the USA is a melting pot of people from all over the world. Native Americans were the only ones here before we all arrived. So a lot of times we think, hey, we made this popular here in the United States, but in many cases, that's not true. So pralines are one of those.
Okay.
The French invented them about 400 years ago. But don't tell the folks in the Deep South, because they believe that's their local invention. In the 1800s, chefs in New Orleans started messing with the recipe using pecans instead of almonds and adding cream to create what is known as the American praline. Just thought you want to know.
Thank you. So it's Praline Day today.
Yeah.
All right. Good enough.
It was invented by the Frenchies.
Okay. Well, thank you. Here's some job opportunities that we want to tell you about. Make sure you check out the employment page on sandhillsexpress.com. That's where you'll find all of the information on the job opportunities that we're about to read to you. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as a home visitor in Broken Bow. This is a full-time position with a starting wage of $11.22 to $12.24 an hour. Some of the benefits include health, dental, life, and vision insurance, flexible 4-day working schedule, and an employer-matched retirement up to 3%. That's just some of the benefits that are included. Qualifications include you must have a high school diploma or equivalent. Experience in a child care setting certainly helpful, and you must have a valid Nebraska driver's license. You would be providing assistance and support to families enrolled in the program and complete paperwork and enter family child data into their database. For an application or for more information, contact CNCAP at 745-0780. You can also apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. Also, Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow is accepting applications for full-time employment right now. They're proud to offer competitive wages, holiday and vacation pay, health insurance, life insurance, disability, and a 401k. Sargent Irrigation is an equal opportunity employer. You can apply in person at their office on South Highway 21 in Broken Bow or call 872-6451. Join their team at Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow. Get your application in for full-time employment at Sargent Irrigation. And finally, the Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Broken Bow. For a full job description and to apply, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. Now, we emphasize that an online state application must be completed, so go to the website statejobs.nebraska.gov. If you need accommodation in the selection process, you can notify Nebraska State personnel by calling 402-471-2075. And, of course, the state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Thank you, Brent. I don't know if you heard or not, but TV evangelist Jim Baker has gotten himself in trouble again.
Oh.
Yeah. Ordered to pay $156,000 for selling bogus COVID-fighting supplements.
Oh, okay.
Some guys never learn. TV evangelist Jim Baker, you remember him?
Yes, I do.
And his wife was Tammy, right?
Tammy Faye.
Tammy Faye, yeah. They're not together anymore, are they?
Don't believe so.
I think they split up. And so maybe he's needing some money and decided he would sell supplements to fight COVID. Problem is they're not really doing anything for anybody. So he's been ordered to cough up $156,000 after selling bogus coronavirus supplements to his followers. He claimed it was called the Silver Solution and could cure COVID. But, of course, it doesn't.
Oh, cure it.
Cure
Okay.
it. Yeah, I guess I thought he was just maybe make you feel better when you had it. But, no, this would cure it. Now that he's got to give all the money back, he can no longer sell the concoction as a treatment for any illness. Does he have a TV show or radio show, or is he on the internet? It's probably at least on the internet.
Could be. I don't know. Don't know.
We had an album here for a number of years. It still may be back there. When they were really big on TV, I mean, they were huge. They put out an album, and we got it.
Yeah.
I can almost see it in my head. Oh, God. It's 8:35. We'll take a quick time out.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
Keep the clutter away by switching from paper statements to e-statements. Bruning Bank wants to help you reduce unnecessary waste and earn $15 when you switch your account to e-statements. Our user-friendly website offers a safe and secure way to view your statement anytime, anywhere, and even faster than ever. Earn cash with a simple switch. This promotion is open to current and new Bruning Bank customers. Learn more at bruningbank.com or visit your nearest Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Have a couple questions for you.
Okay, I hopefully will have a couple answers.
Do you ever think about guys and gals in space as they are up there for a long period of time, what they do about their laundry?
No, I can't say that I've ever thought about that, but it's an interesting question now that you bring it up.
I never thought about it either. Tide would be something that would be nicer to where you have a washer and dryer, but they don't actually have that up there.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So you'd probably think about it. Astronauts don't wash their clothes when they're outside the Earth's atmosphere. They just wear the same T-shirt and underwear until they can't take the stink anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Procter & Gamble will send 2 laundry experiments to the International Space Station later this year. They figure each astronaut goes through about 150 pounds of clothes a year, and the dirty stuff is literally thrown out so it burns up in the atmosphere.
Huh.
But they just wear them till they can't stand them any longer, and then they put them into space and burn them up.
Maybe we should try that. I'm going to wear the same outfit tomorrow. I'm just going to keep this shirt on until we'll see how long it goes.
Well, if they would get the magic socks that I have.
There you go.
And the white shirts, they wouldn't have to change so often, just maybe once a week, and they wouldn't smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't change socks but once a week, right?
Right
you
on.
Wear the same pair for a week, and then you wash them and go to another pair. And you just have 2 pairs of socks, right?
Yeah, weekends and weekdays.
Oh.
And you can get those, by the way, at Poe Bootery in Broken Bow.
There you go.
That's where I got them. And you'll find some.
Well, you like them because I know that nothing bugs you more. I mean, I've known you for a long time. We get to know each other, kind of know what our different, ticks are and stuff. And I know one thing that really drives you crazy is when socks, because you like I like the shorter socks. I like the socks that are kind of
that would drive me crazy.
Ankle socks.
Oh, gosh,
I like those. Oof. You like the ones that come up at least mid-calf, if not close to the knee.
I like them just below the knee.
Right, just below the knee. And nothing drives you more crazy than when they start to slide down on you.
Yeah, and these don't slide.
Yeah.
And they stay clean for a week.
Whew.
And they also have L and R on them, so you're putting them on the right foot.
Yeah, you know
right and left foot.
Exactly which foot to put them on.
They're beautiful.
Great.
They're beautiful. Well, you mentioned that we know each other's little ticks, right?
Yeah, we've known each other long enough to where we kind of know.
So then you know that I believe in aliens.
Yes.
And that they're watching us at all times, and they've been here before.
Okay.
And they've left things behind, and you thought I was crazy. I think I could tell by the look on your face.
Still kind of
I've known you a long time.
Yeah.
Well, a Harvard scientist thinks aliens planted spy sensors on the Earth. That's right.
Okay.
A Harvard scientist known for spouting some wacky alien theories has just come up with a new one, and it's a good one.
Mm.
He thinks aliens planted a bunch of sensors on this Earth to spy on us. The astronomer also doubled down on his theory that a recent cigar-shaped asteroid spotted in 2017 was actually a spy ship from another galaxy.
Whoa.
Sent to collect that information. It was planted, and then this ship was sent to pick up the info, the data. But his ideas might not be all that crazy, as you look at me, considering the journal Scientific America actually published them.
He's a professor at Harvard?
That is correct.
Okay.
So when you're out there in the yard and you're mowing and you're planting and you see a little bump in the yard, get your spade out, make sure there's not a little sensor in there.
Could be a sensor that was planted there by aliens.
Yeah, unless they picked all the up.
Okay. I told you this when we were on break. I was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Really?
I know I know. But I came across something on Twitter. I think you got to be careful. We've talked about this before. Sometimes you don't know if stuff on social media is necessarily true or not.
Yeah.
But I think this is accurate. It was talking about how some cities around the world are looking into putting stoplights in the ground on crosswalks because people are no longer looking up to look at traffic. They're too busy looking down at their phone.
My goodness.
So they are looking into putting basically lights in the crosswalk, and they'll light up green when you can walk across, and then they're red when you shouldn't walk across. So,
wow.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, my goodness.
When you're ready to step out into traffic, come on now.
Well, the other part.
Put your phone in your pocket until you cross the street.
Two things wrong with that.
Okay.
First of all, you got to be responsible for your own safety. You don't need to be on the phone all the time anyway, right?
Yeah.
The other part of it is, in the cities, depending on the cities, but most cities, large ones, people won't make eye contact with you. So if you're walking down the sidewalk and people are coming from the other way, you're with thousands of people and nobody really looks at one another. Now, it might take a glance when you're further away to check out your shoes or whatever, but when you get close, you just don't make that eye-to-eye contact. That's probably not a good thing because it would be probably really easy to say hello. But you don't do that in the big cities, and I guess one of the reasons is that you'd be saying hello, 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 hello. You can understand that. So people just go into their little shell. But now with the phones, they can walk and look at the screen all the time, and they don't even have to look at anybody at all. And they may or may not be actually looking at anything worth looking at on the phone. This just helps them isolate themselves from all those other people. So you're going to say the government, according to your story, is considering putting in lights on the ground on the crosswalks so they don't even have to look up to cross the street.
That's kind of what the story said, yeah. Yeah, now who would fund it? They didn't really say that, but it said, and this is around the world. This isn't just in the, they were talking Germany and different countries are looking at putting lights in the ground on the crosswalk because people are no longer looking up. They're constantly looking down. So they think that if we put the lights in the ground, then even if they're looking at their phone, they will see, oh, it's red, don't cross.
Think the Ruskies will do that?
Don't know.
Of course, a lot of them have vodka hangovers anyway, and they're not.
Well, I mean, I don't know if lights in the ground would help that. If someone is a little tipsy, I mean, I don't know if lights in the ground would help that or not, but
they could rather than lights, put a aspirin dispenser on the pole before you cross, so you can catch a couple aspirins before you go. We'll take a time out.
Yeah, we better.
We'll be back.
Need gear for the softball and baseball diamond? Geared for Sports and Broken Bow has all kinds of equipment and shoes for the season. What Scott doesn't have in store, he can try to find for you. Geared for Sports has competitive pricing, so there's no need to go out of town or search the web. Find it right on the square in Broken Bow. There's a reason it's called Geared for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow. Geared for Sports.
Ag producers, now's the time for warm season soil builder cover crop mixes from AeroSeed. There are several mixes to provide additional grazing, hay, and forage resources while building your soil. Choose from a standard mix for cover cropping and grazing, a midsummer grazing blend, multi-cut hay mix, a summer plant for winter grazing mix, or warm season silage blend. Log on to aeroseed.com or visit with your local AeroSeed dealer to learn more about these summer soil builder mixes for grazing, hay, and silage.
It is 8:46, and we have a question on our chat box here from a listener. How much rain did we get? As we mentioned earlier, 1800s. And when I get time, I'll type that into the little box there. We have a little situation here because our box, well, I guess I could do this. Well, maybe I'll mess it up, slide it over so I can see it a little better. But then we can't see the other part. So when I get a chance, I'll type in that 1800s.
Okay.
So why don't we play a little music?
Let's do. Sure.
Let's do a little Joe Bonamassa.
Okay.
That work for us? Here we go. Joe Bonamassa on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And right now, we have the pleasure of bringing you Matt from Subway live in the studio. Good morning, Matt. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Good.
Glad to see you guys.
Matt or Matthew? Are you a Matthew or just a pure Matt?
It's Matthew on my birth certificate.
Okay.
It's Matt is what everybody calls me. On Facebook, I'm MJ.
Okay.
I got a lot of different names.
All right.
What's your wife call you?
You don't want to know. We can't say that on the air. You might have a fine in the mail in a week.
FCC letter.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have you in. It's good to have you in. I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but you have some health issues you've been whipping, and I think your conversation we have come along maybe better than expected.
Yeah, I'm staying positive.
Yeah.
I got a little throat cancer. It's not COVID, so I'm doing good. So, yeah.
Yeah. He still has his attitude.
Yes, he does.
I'm still the same. I ain't going to change. And I joke with the nurses every time I walked in. Yesterday, I was wearing a bright pink shirt, and they're like, boy, you're bright. And I'm like, well, I figured I'm putting off radiation. I might as well be.
Oh, boy. Well, it's good to have you in, and you look good. So,
So I took notes on the way listening to you guys.
Yes,
and,
yes.
And you guys were talking about a cure for COVID.
Yes.
Some.
The Jim Baker story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Subway can help you with COVID by eating your fresh veggies every day. Will help build your immune system.
There you go.
To help you fight COVID.
Yeah, and that's not
a lie.
No. And it's not a concoction.
It's not a concoction.
It's nature, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So, I paid attention on the way up here, listening to you guys during all that construction on the way up here. Yeah. And no, you guys definitely need to shower and change clothes every day.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, other than your socks, you don't have to do your socks.
What are socks?
Pardon?
Yeah, you never wear socks, do you?
Yeah, you don't wear
That's
socks.
That's a good point.
Very seldom see you in pants, let alone socks with your shoes.
How cold? Matt's one of these guys that likes to wear shorts. Mm-hmm. How cold does it have to get in order for you to put on pants or jeans?
I've been out in -20.
In shorts?
In shorts and sandals and a hoodie.
Really?
Yeah. It all depends on the wind.
Oh,
if,
okay.
Or if I have to actually go outside and work, then I'll put jeans on. But if I'm just walking from my house to my car and then into the store, I'm wearing shorts and sandals. I'm being comfortable.
Okay.
We've seen you in long pants a few times, and that's exactly when you wore them when you're going to be working outside.
Right.
Yeah.
So other than that, I wear shorts. I don't. If I actually carry a pair of jeans and a pair of socks in the trunk of my car in case I break down.
Oh, yeah. So there you go.
I am.
Well, as long as you're
I'm always
prepared.
prepared.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
And I remember also, Matt, now you're not the typical business entrepreneur because, I mean, you have ownership in these restaurants, if I understand correctly.
Correct.
Yeah. So you should, a lot of people might expect to see you with a suit and tie on.
Ain't going to happen.
I know.
I think I have a suit in the back of the closet.
Yeah.
I think I've worn it once.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
If you're like a lot of us, you wear them to weddings and funerals. So
funerals, I wear my shorts and sandals and a nice polo shirt. And
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And also an entrepreneur who actually, when we first met, was warming up his breakfast. On the heater of your car?
On the dash.
On the dash, yeah. As you travel.
Defrost. Kick that puppy on high.
Yeah, it works.
Warm up the food.
In the summertime, if you want to heat your sandwich in the summertime, just throw it on your dash and leave it there for 20 minutes.
Yeah, with the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to talk Subway?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
We have the new melt sandwiches where the sandwiches come with triple cheese and they get grilled in the toaster instead of toasted, which is a new thing. We're bringing out all new meats, and some of them have already been installed in the last couple of weeks. We have a new sliced turkey, new sliced ham. We have new steak. I seen roast beef. I got to go add it to where we can order it, but I don't know when it's coming yet. But I seen it's in there, so I'm happy about that. So hopefully a couple weeks, and we'll have roast beef. So yeah, a lot of changes at Subway. We're gonna have fresh mozzarella again.
Oh, good.
We went to smashed avocado instead of guacamole. So yeah, a lot of changes.
A lot of good changes.
Yeah.
Now the new meats, will that change the protein salad at all? I mean, will those meats be put in the protein salad?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll have those options then.
Yeah, the old sliced turkey, the old sliced ham is no longer available. They went with the thinner sliced stuff. It's more like a deli sandwich. Subway's trying to go towards more of the gourmet sandwiches.
Nice.
So
good. That's all good news.
Yeah.
Plus, you have the wraps that are always delicious. I think they're a nice change every once in a while to have one of those wraps, just
Right.
because of the texture and.
Oh yeah. I had a wrap the other day. It actually, with my throat and everything, that's probably one of the easier things I've eaten.
Yeah.
I'm finding stuff that I can't eat no more, and yeah, Subway's still, I'm able to eat it. So that helps because I have Subways everywhere I go.
Yeah, you have a lot of chances to eat
Yeah.
Subway. It'd be kind of tough if you couldn't, so that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. And then, of course, the little pizzas, breakfast, and...
the breakfast is changing. We have new eggs that actually look like real eggs.
Really?
Because they are real eggs. They're actually, you can see the white part of the egg, and then you can see where they poked the yolk. And yeah, it looks like a real egg. Salt and pepper on them, and yeah, they're good.
Way you go. That sounds real good.
So yeah, everything's changing.
The steak and those sandwiches still available?
Yeah.
So if you like the steak sandwiches, steak and
Yep,
cheese.
the steak is just a thicker cut stuff now. It's a little bit longer. It's not ground up as like it was. It's more cut steak. So
good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, hey, what about fishing? I know that you're going back and forth for your medications. Do you stop and fish along the way?
I have 2 fishing poles and my tackle box and a 5-gallon bucket and a net right in the passenger seat of my car. So whenever I want to stop, I just stop because I don't have any time schedule right now and won't for the next 2 months. So
Oh, boy.
I just do what I want whenever I want.
Yeah. Does the heat bother you though? You have to be careful about that.
I have to wear a gaiter around my neck, so I got to keep it out of the sun. So I'm just going to grow the beard all the way out and let it cover it. So then I don't have to wear anything, no sunscreen, no nothing.
Just want to call you a ZZ Top when
Yeah.
you come in. Yeah, yeah.
Be all nicely braided and everything, and put a little bead on it so when somebody's obnoxious, I can just whip them in the head.
That's our Matt.
There you go. That's our
Nothing's
Matt.
changed.
Well said.
Well, a lot of exciting things coming and already going at Subway. And, of course, I know that there's a lot of demand out there for help right now. How you fix for employees?
We are always hiring. I believe right now she is looking for night help.
Okay.
If you only want to work 1 or 2 days a week, so be it. We'll work you 1 or 2 days a week. If you want 5 days a week, we'll work you 5. So it's all up to you. We work around everybody's schedules.
That's good of you. That's a little difficult, but good of you.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do it just to get that good employees to come work for you.
Yep, and you're open 7 days a week, so
7 days a week. We started a nice competitive wage, and then we also have a tip program.
Oh,
so the employees actually end up adding $1 to $2 more an hour to their hourly rate with the tips.
All right, and they just stop by and see Ellen.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
What are your hours as we go through the summer?
I believe she's open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the week.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been here, so I haven't really...
Sure, I understand. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's all right. I got put on the spot Wednesday in Holdridge. I was on the radio there, and I'm like, I don't know half the answers to any of these questions. I better research some stuff.
You've been out of the loop for a little while.
Well, I haven't really done a lot of work at all,
Yeah.
so...
Well,
there for a month, all I did is laid around in a bed and took their meds and tried to eat as much as I could.
Yeah, that's I don't know. You look good though, Matt. It's good to have you in.
Yeah, I'm staying positive.
All right. Well, makes your day when people go to Subway. So let's get them in there, right?
Yep. And then about your guys' little thing about people walking down the streets and
Yeah.
they're not paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, this whole society is leading to the cartoon Wall-E.
WALL-E.
Oh, the Pixar film from
Yes.
Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all going to be stuck on a little thing, and we're going to float around looking at our little monitors, and then one day a robot's going to knock somebody off of it, and then we're going to come back to Earth.
Never know.
That would be nice.
It's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
That would be nice. It really would. Thanks again, Matt, for coming in. Appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you guys.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. A stunning partial high-rise collapse early this morning in Miami. Barry Cohen lives on the 3rd floor.
I was sleeping in a deep sleep, and I heard a huge crash, which I thought was a crash of lightning, but it continued for, I'd say, 15, 20 minutes.
When it was over, as many as 30 units of the 12-story building had pancaked, according to Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett.
We're all just scratching our heads, trying to imagine what in the world could have happened.
Former Miami-Dade Fire Chief Dave Downey on what's ahead.
This is going to be a long-term process because there's going to be areas that are going to need to be stabilized so that the rescuers can get into that. Because the last thing we want is any more collapse or any more injuries or loss of life.
One death has been confirmed, and in a briefing now underway, officials say 37 people have been rescued. It's not known how many people are missing. CBS News Special Report, I'm Cammie McCormick.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals saw the Hawks beat the Bucks in Milwaukee 116-113. Trae Young led Atlanta with 48 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. It's his 7th game this postseason with 30 or more points. For Milwaukee in the loss, Giannis Antetokounmpo had 34 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, and Drew Holiday 33 points, but not enough. That's the first home loss this postseason for Milwaukee as Atlanta grabs the 1-0 series lead. NHL playoffs, league semifinals, the Islanders were down 2-0 at home in a must-win game against the Lightning. They scored 3 straight goals, including the overtime game winner from Anthony Beauvillier in a 3-2 win. That series is now tied at 3. A deciding Game 7 will be Friday in Tampa. In baseball games of note, the Rays beat the Red Sox 8-2. Tampa Bay snaps a 7-game skid and moves a half game back of Boston in the AL East. Brewers down the Diamondbacks 3-2. Milwaukee moves a half game up on idle Chicago for the top spot in the NL Central.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for partly sunny skies, a slight chance for some afternoon showers and storms developing with highs in the upper 80s. Then for tonight, chance for scattered storms, a low of 64. Showers and storms then likely on Friday with upper 70s for highs, and into your Saturday, still lingering chance for showers and storms, 77. For Sunday, we'll have highs working up to 80. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
This weekend, Sargent alumni festivities are going on at the Palladium in Sargent. Don't miss the alumni open house at 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Then the alumni banquet and activities start at 12:30. The Calhouns will play music at 2:32. When you're in town, make sure you stop and shop in the Little Red Hens Rehaberdashery Consignment Shop and General Store, located right inside the Palladium. Inviting you to the Sargent Fair, Chokecherry Jamboree, and Alumni Weekend events going on all weekend in Sargent. The Sargent Palladium.
All these fried chicken sandwich wars got us thinking, what are they hiding with all that bread? Oh yeah, they're hiding all the fried chicken. But the new fried chicken taco from Taco John's doesn't. Wrapped in a warm tortilla so the flavor's even closer to your taste buds. With your choice of 2 unique sauces that really bring the flavor. Each for just $2.49. Whoa, that's even less bread. The new fried chicken taco from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app for exclusive deals.
A grocery store needs its deli. A deli needs its customers, and customers need their salads, meats, cheeses, and more. That all revolves around awesome employees that make it all work. The Grocery Cart is looking for team members to keep their deli running properly. Go talk to Steve about opportunities at the GK Deli and other GK positions. This is a great summer and school-time job for those as low as age 16 and 17. Get paid for serving customers with a smile and doing some cleaning duties. Easy money. If you are 18 or over, you can perform all duties in the deli. Afternoon and evening hours are available too at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. Apply today.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
It is 9:06, almost 9:07. And we have our guest in the studio that we have been excited to bring in. It's all about the Big Sky Jubilee, and the theme this year is American Pride. And do we want to start by thanking the sponsors, Cindy?
I think that would be a wonderful idea.
Do you want us to do that, or would you like to do it?
Well, I have a list.
Okay.
I don't know how up-to-date my list is, but we will go down the list. We have Agland ATV. We have Anderson's Anselmo Grain, Bruning Bank, Buckeye Bed and Breakfast, Central Nebraska Diesel, Tim Christian, Custer County Broadcasting, and Custer County Foundation, Custer Public Power, Neil and Mona Davison, DeKalb Seed, John Blakeman, Great Western Bank, Govier Brothers, Lonesome River Ranch, McMillan Hairpin Ranch, Nebraska State Bank, Richards Electric, Greg and Jody Smith, and Trotters, Inc.
That's a nice list.
That's a great list.
Yeah. And again, our guest, Cindy Hempstead, who you just heard read the list. And then we have another guest, George Hopp, is with us. And George, welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good. We're good. We're going to talk about food and fun and kids and games and all sorts of things. So let's jump right in. But I have to say, whenever I see Cindy, I think of a particular song. And I believe this song was performed. You performed this in the Anselmo Dance Hall.
Yes.
When we had a contest,
back
right?
in the day.
And
Jimmy Dean something or other.
Yeah, Jimmy Dean Talent
the Country Showdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's been, we did that a couple years up in Anselmo.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And the song was, "Whose Bed Has Your Boots Been Under?"
Very good.
Yeah.
Shania Twain.
Shania, my favorite.
And you can still sing that, I bet.
I do practice it every now and again against my husband's wishes, but
well, that's all right. We might request that at the end of the show here.
We'll see what we can work out.
All right. Let's start with whatever you want to begin with. I know you got a lot of information that you want to pass along, and we want to talk with George about food too as well.
Yeah, he's got the food thing covered on Friday night. Sounds good. Well, we're going to start out Friday night. There'll be some softball going on at the field there in Anselmo starting at 6 o'clock. And also we have lots of other things designed for family. We have a Sloppy Joe feed that's been hosted by the AM dance team. And the Jumperoo Playground blow-ups and games will be there. And that's put on by the Putt Putt Golf. And there's kickball, pool, cornhole, miniature golf. And then George's activity will go on there as well on Friday night.
All right. Well, let's talk about that, George. What's on the menu?
Well, we're going to do ribs and chicken for the competition. And then starting at noon, anyone can show up, free will donation. There'll be anything from a smoked jalapeno popper to pork tenderloin, chicken. You can just walk around to, I think we ended up with 14 teams out of, we were hoping for 20, but we got 14, so that's pretty good.
14's real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of good barbecue.
And Brent always has questions about food. If anything that this guy wants to know about, it's more food.
I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and I thought, I was supposed to remember to bring some treats for Brent this morning. And I forgot.
Oh, well, you sweet person. That's all right. I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Well, we have some people in this area and certainly in the region that know how to barbecue. And I'm guessing that you probably dabble in barbecue a little bit yourself if you're kind of hosting and putting on a competition like this.
Yeah, I attempt to. I mean, I've done one or two competitions in eastern Nebraska. In fact, one of the teams we have is coming from Lincoln, so they're traveling a ways to come spend the weekend here. But yeah, I hadn't heard of anything other than Ocano having the Rib Fest. So I thought, well, we see if we can give it a go anyway.
Yeah.
And would that be held at the ball field?
Right. We live right east of the ball field, and we have an open lot there.
Oh, okay.
And we're just gonna set the barbecues up in rows with the judge's table right in the middle, and then the teams will randomly draw numbers to turn in, so that way it's completely a blind judge, and then we'll give tickets, or we have three medals for first, second, and third. And then at noon, there's a Calcutta, so they can buy, and the payout on that is a 60, 30, and 10. So that starts at noon, and then everything, all the judging and all that takes place at 6 p.m. So if people are interested, and you can come walk through and
enjoy.
Yeah,
And
that's some barbecue.
And that's all on Friday. Is that correct?
Yep, all on Friday.
So
I think
all the barbecue stuff's on Friday.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure from what I'm hearing from the other teams, there'll be food ready by noon. I think some of them are going to start their pits at 6, so
yeah,
there'll be plenty of food ready by noon.
Oh wow!
Yeah, those guys.
Lunch and
you're
supper.
gonna have to swing up.
Oh,
and then you
I
can
think
get the
you
snacks
can count
even
on.
sooner.
Do you have all your judges spoken for yet?
Actually, we'll take one more. How about
Really?
that?
Oh wow! Let me know when to be there.
That sounds like fun. And those guys and gals, they prep, they're ready to go, and they'll cook for a long time. That's a pretty good stretch. So
I've seen a bunch of locals in the grocery store trying to figure out what spices to buy. So
yeah,
it's funny.
That's going to be fun. That's a nice addition. Yeah, and that's on Friday. So all those activities, fun games and so forth, along with the barbecue.
Yep.
And then everybody and people in Anselmo for Big Sky, they tend to stay up kind of late.
Well, not just this weekend.
I know. So after you go to bed, whenever that is, get some rest and get ready for Saturday, right, Cindy?
Yeah. So Saturday morning starts out at 8 o'clock. The school board does the pancake feed at the firehouse, and it's usually pancakes and sausage and orange juice, and that's a good way to get the day started because sometimes it's a long time till lunchtime. So, yeah, you get in there and get that, and it's a good way to meet any new teachers or school board members that, might be coming into the system. So, yeah, AM does a good job of that. And at 10 o'clock, we'll start the parade lineup, and we do that at the old schoolyard. And if anybody not familiar, that's just about as far east of town you can go and find people lining up in crazy fashion. So
it's a lot of fun. Actually, being in the lineup at the Anselmo Parade is part of the treat.
Yes.
You get to talk with people and have a good time. And then have the parade, so it's a double win.
Yeah, you get to see a lot that's going on, talk to everybody and what they've been up to since 2 years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
We didn't get to do this last year. So,
Cindy, just quick question on the parade. If people want to be in the parade, just show up and line up, or do you pre-register?
We have forms to fill out the day of,
Okay.
just that hour ahead. We don't do any judging anymore. Our parade has kind of dwindled, which I hope we can maybe get that to increase as time goes on. But in the last few years, we kind of dwindled. So when you only have one person or group per category, we decided we quit judging, and
Sure.
we just give out money to anybody who shows up to be in the parade. So
Nice.
if you show up to be in the parade, you might have enough to go buy a snack at the grocery store or something. The kids love it. So
Yeah.
Yep.
And the theme again is American Pride.
American Pride. So whatever you can do to make that work into your theme. And we miss out on a lot of floats. We have a lot of people in the parade, but I would really like to see a lot more floats arrive at the parade, because to me, those are what makes a parade. And so, everybody can advertise and be in the parade, and that's fun. But a float is extra special.
And this is a great theme for that.
Yeah. You can do lots of whatever you want. And the parade will start at 11 o'clock. And from the park, it rolls around up by the ball field, which is where our announcers stand at, which, by the way, if there's anybody out there that's a little bit not shy and can have some one-liners, we're needing to have an announcer, or else it's going to be me. So if you have anybody in your mind that might qualify for that, give me a call. And or if you're interested, you can reach me, 643-7001, and I'll be glad to put you in front of a microphone.
I think you'll do fine, but sometimes it's nice to have somebody that you can trade off with.
Yeah. Because I like handing the money out to everybody and watch them smile.
Yeah. Well, if you're interested, get a hold of, what was that number again?
643-7001.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then after that, we will have the lunch by the Methodist women goes on at the library, which is on our main street there in Anselmo. And they always have really good food there. So take a minute and stop in and do that. And there's also, just want to remind you that there's public restrooms at the library, a community building. We don't use it as a library anymore, but we still call it that. So at the library or the firehouse. So those are always available. And the putt-putt golf will go on throughout the day. I'm guessing they're setting up at the ball field. I haven't heard that for sure, but sometimes they set up by the old firehouse, so you can look around for those where they're going to be set up at.
You'll find them.
Yeah, they're not hard to find. Wherever the kids are going, follow the kids. That's where they are. And that's what we do most of our Big Sky events for. I mean, other than the barbecue, basically everything is, centered around the kids and keeping them busy and having fun.
Yeah, you've done that for a number of years, and it's
everybody
worked
does
great.
that.
Yeah. And except, I guess, when we'll talk about it in a minute, is like the horseshoes and the marker dedication and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead and run on through here.
Okay, so also there'll be co-ed softball continuing all day Saturday, and then there'll be concessions there that the St. Anselm's Altar Society will be taking care of. So support your local church and do that. And then at 12 o'clock, they're also going to have a dedication for the historical marker that's down at the park on Main Street by our Veterans Memorial and the Sod House and the jail. So it's easy to find that too. And at 1 o'clock, we'll have horseshoes at the Foo Bar and the grill. And I've never been down there, but I've always wanted to play, but I seem to always be busy doing something else.
Well, they have a good area for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of shade, and they've got picnic tables, and yeah, you can hang out outside in fresh air and enjoy yourself out there, and they have some refreshments around there somewhere.
You bet.
And then at 2 o'clock, we start the kids' races, and we do that just west of the fire hall in my backyard. So
I love small town America.
Yeah. Just come to my backyard, and we'll hang out there in the shade for the kids' races. At 3 o'clock, they're going to do a scavenger hunt, and they're going to start that on the south side of the fire hall. So I think Jesse Mason, sorry, all these people by their maiden names, was going to head that up. So if you have any questions, get a hold of Jessie Mason, and you can hunt her up that day. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, you don't have to collect things. It sounded like you were going to do like a virtual scavenger hunt. Maybe take your phone around, take pictures of the items on the list with yourself, and then that way, you don't have things. Like, you could pick things out of people's yard and not have to get in trouble.
There you go.
So yeah. And then at 3 o'clock, there's going to be another dedication for the Hoosier Valley school sign. And I know the people out in that area are very excited about that because, they like to be recognized for their area and what happened way before we were around.
Yeah, that's important, and that'll be something really...
Yeah.
It's going to happen one time. So.
Yeah, one time only. At 4:30, we'll have turtle races behind the library, and registration will start about 4:15. Mary Bahinsky's in charge of that, and she has been for a long time. She does a really good job. And I think there's some side Calcutta going on some of that, so you might check out that, get there a little early. I don't know. If you see a turtle that might be quick, you might want to get in on that.
Nothing more fun than side betting on turtle races. That's awesome.
It's intense.
I bet it is. Something tells me you've been involved in that,
possibly.
George.
I might have partaken.
Yeah,
are there odds that are given out on these things?
I don't know about odds. I haven't heard of any, I
Okay,
guess. We'll
all
just have to see if that comes about. So after you're all good and hot and tired after the races and everything, then at 6 o'clock, the firemen will have their annual barbecue, which they started last night. They got all the meat prepped and got it wrapped up. And, it's like a whole week affair. Tonight they'll go and get the pit dug out and get all the meat in there. And I think it's just an excuse to stay up at night and watch a fire. I think our firemen are really pyromaniacs at heart, but that's just me. But anyway, they have a really good barbecue, and they have watermelon there at the firehouse at 6 o'clock, and that's really good. And we get a big turnout, and mostly everything that we have go on for Big Sky is free. So, just come and partake and enjoy it with us.
Yeah, I think that's always a big hit, and it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always good.
And then you have the watermelon to go with it, and that's right at the fire hall.
Right at the firehouse, yep. And then at 9 o'clock, you have some time in there to get freshened up and whatnot. At 9 o'clock, from 2 o'clock, we're going to have a street dance, and that happens just right at the front entrance of the firehouse. There's a big cement slab there, and we do a lot of dancing out there. It's a lot of fun.
All right, and that goes to 2 a.m.
Till 2 a.m. And then, I don't know, 2 o'clock we have breakfast served afterwards, and that's at the firehouse. And I'm usually a big one for helping with that, but I don't know. As you can see, my boot, I got a little laid up, so hopefully my leg won't give out before 2 o'clock arrives, because I'm usually the egg scrambler.
Well, don't dance too much.
Okay.
You're going to have to miss out on one or two so she can make it to 2.
Yeah. So if you're still around at 2 in the morning, we might start about around 1 and start cooking breakfast. So if you smell breakfast cooking, come in and join us, because the toast is usually the first to go, which I don't know why toast is the first thing to disappear. We don't get too extravagant. It's eggs and toast. So
that's good enough.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah. And so, it's good fun to have something to eat before you all take off and go home. So
that's right. That's a full Saturday.
That's a full Saturday. So
but you still have a few things going on Sunday.
Yes, on Sunday we have the sand volleyball tournament, and you need to contact Ben McCaslin, and his phone number 880-0368. And I'm thinking if you call him today, you can still get in and be in the tournament. Probably even tomorrow if you call him and want to be in. They'll figure out the brackets a different way so everybody can get involved in that. And I love volleyball, but my favorite on Sunday is just to sit back and go to the Ranch Rodeo, and that's being held at the the north end of town on a little piece of ground, which, okay, now I'm going to get a little teary-eyed maybe talking about this, but the piece of ground where they hold this is Roger Weatherwax's, and we just lost him this week, last week, and so everybody should come and pay tribute to Roger by being at the Ranch Rodeo. He'd be a big promoter of the Fireman's Supper and anything that happened Big Sky.
Boy, oh boy, would he.
Yeah.
And he has.
Yes, he has. Yeah. He has. So we'll probably continue to have that Ranch Rodeo on his property for a lot of years, and he'll probably be watching us.
Yes, he will.
Yes.
Okay.
For contacts for that, you need to contact Wade or Waylon Kristen, and I'm not sure whose phone number is here because they both start with a W, but anyway, so one of them is 643-7346, and the other is 643-7422. And don't worry, they won't screw it up because Afton, I know, looks after most of it. So
it's all good.
It's all good. Afton will take good care of you. And also at the Ranch Rodeo, they do have concessions. At 1 o'clock, there's lunch there served by the Anselmo Women Supporting Veterans. And all their proceeds will go to the memorial wall that we put up in Anselmo. So
this will be a good chance for folks who haven't been to Anselmo or didn't make it up to the dedication to see it. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Yeah. It turned out a lot bigger than I ever thought it probably would when they were first talking about it.
Yeah, and it's going to get bigger.
Yeah, it's going to get bigger. They've got more names that they need to put up, and so they're going to put up more sections. So, yeah,
That's
it's
fantastic. And that's a nice park there.
Yeah.
Lots of shade.
The little town, they do go out for keeping up on stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So that's a chance to see that. I know there was some other things in that stack of papers. I would imagine it all relates to what you just talked about, but there might be some things we don't want to miss there.
Well, and it says on this one paper that they are still taking teams for the Ranch Rodeo. So sign up is at noon on the 27th, and they're 4-man teams, and there'll be 3 events. And so, again, if you are interested, call that number, 308-643-7422.
Okay, very good. And what else?
Oh, well, we didn't talk about how to contact about the co-ed softball tournament. You can call or text Troy, or Troy is 308-880-0883. Or if you can't reach Troy, try Dave, and his is 308-870-0974. And it does say that there is a registration of $100. That might be the one other event that doesn't get you in free. But you get a really great trophy out of the deal if you win. So, you know.
And a lot of fun.
And a lot of fun. And if you can't reach Dave by phone, you can reach him at the market in Anselmo. So he's always there.
Okay. All right.
So.
Now, I don't know, is there a website that you guys use for this, or do you know?
Well, I know there is a website, and there's probably a Facebook page, but I have to admit I have not been on either one of them.
Okay.
I think the Facebook is Big Sky Jubilee.
Yeah, just get in there and look at that.
I found it on.
Okay, good.
We were just talking about how untechnical we are, and so...
We'll raise our hands with you there.
Yeah.
We do what we have to do.
That's right. That's right.
I had to ask my daughter.
Yeah, there you are. So, boy, oh boy, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the theme is American Pride, Big Sky Jubilee 2021. And Georgia, we're all, I think, looking back at last year and going, man, this is so much better than what we had the last 12, 14 months or whatever it was from when we had so many things not happening. So it's exciting that this is happening, and then this barbecue has got to be a great addition.
Yeah, like everybody has said, the fun part's just going to be to have a whole pile of people in one spot and be able to go around and visit with everybody, and not even have to walk but 50 yards.
Yeah, just right there.
Yeah.
And all of the kids' games and everything, and family-oriented fun.
Yeah, everything's within 2 or 3 blocks of each other. So, I mean, it's not like you're going to be, running around a lot trying to get to event to event. So, yeah, you can just kind of be in the same area, and you might be able to see it from a block away. So,
right.
Yeah.
The parade route still is not on the highway.
Yeah, we couldn't do it on the highway anymore. It cost quite a bit apparently to get a permit to close down a highway. I don't know. They changed all that up. So we decided to move it off of the main street or highway. So yeah, it just goes from the old school building around up by the baseball field, and then is that Cornhusker Street that it goes down?
I think it is.
I think that's Cornhusker Street that it goes. Then they turn south and go that direction and hit a few more houses that way.
Yeah.
I really thought I could revamp it. We remodeled our house, and I have a really great porch to sit on now, and so I thought maybe we could just have it go by my house, and I could just sit on my porch and do the announcing there.
I don't think from what you said you're going to be doing a lot of sitting, so I don't think that'll be necessary. All right. Thanks so much, guys. It's so great to have Big Sky back, full bloom.
Yes.
And I know, like you said, let's really see if we can get a lot of parade participation this year. And then hang around and have some fun. If you're in the parade or going to the parade, it's a great way to get things going. For just us regular spectators. So sounds good.
And anybody wants to come, everybody thinks the small town events are just for the small town people, but, we'll take anybody. Come from any town you want and come visit it and join us and have a good time. We won't care a bit.
No, and I think sometimes you have a chance to visit with somebody that's from another part of the country or from a bigger community, and they just fall in love with that style of celebration because it's so casual and easygoing, and you get to meet a lot of people, and so that's what it's all about. Before we let you go, George, Now, you have a connection to Larry Leapart.
Yep, he is my father-in-law.
My goodness.
I'm pretty lucky, really.
Is he tough on you? Is he tough to get along with?
Only when you're winning in cards.
You mean a Leapart is competitive?
Well,
Surely not.
I mean, just a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah. Well, he's a good guy, and that's pretty cool. I'm surprised we haven't met before, but I'm glad we have today.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Good luck with the barbecue. Cindy, good luck with all the activities.
Yeah.
I know it takes a lot of volunteers
Yes.
to do this.
Yeah, I'm one of many.
Yeah, and the business support
yeah.
you have has been good. So.
Yes, we have so many that are involved. So, yeah, thank you to all those. And if you have a feel to want to help out, just get a hold of one of us or think up of a new idea we can do, and we'll get it done.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Maybe when you come back next time, we'll have you sing, because I
man.
would have you sing now, but I don't want Brent joining in.
Ouch.
Brent.
Ouch. I remember singing at Big Sky Jubilee one year.
It was a blast.
And right as I was finishing my performance of karaoke, one of the nastiest thunderstorms hit, and that was kind of my sign from above that maybe I shouldn't sing so much.
Well,
just indoors now. Just indoors.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was a sign, and then I think Bob Bowles didn't come home that night. I think he
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he stayed out all night at Anselmo that
Well,
night.
there was probably an activity going on.
I think there was.
But that's what these small town festivals are about. It's the memories that are created there, right? I mean,
That's for
and that's what's neat about these festivals.
Yeah.
So, hey, before we go, I want to say a thank you to the sponsors who have chipped in to make this possible to visit with you guys on the radio. We want to say thanks to Custer Public Power District, Food Bar and Grill, Anselmo Market, Victoria Manor, Trotter Wowengo of Myrna, Nebraska State Bank, Consolidated, Richards Electric, Dairy Queen in Broken Bow, Cobblestone Inn and Suites in Broken Bow, Squire Septic Service, Big Skies Ranch Rodeo, and Dewey's Implement and Welding in Broken Bow. Thanks to those folks who made this time to visit with you possible.
Thanks.
So,
Yeah, it's great fun.
Takes a lot of people to put on a little festival, but that's all right. Now, just for you, let me see if I can
Bring
make
it up.
I got it going. We'll close with this. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have your boots been under?
Congratulations to them, but they have pretty well booked their spot in the American Legion Juniors League Championship game. They play in the Mid-Nebraska League. It's divided into 2 divisions, and looks like Broken Bow will be the West Division champion this year. And the league championship game is scheduled for July 1st. It's going to be hosted here in Broken Bow at Paul Brown Field. Not exactly sure of who the opponent will be yet. That's not official. I believe Grand Island was leading the East Division standings at last report, but it's not official yet as to who Broken Bow's opponent will be. But it will be on July 1st. It'll be at Paul Brown Field. And we're going to plan to broadcast that for you on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. And I think we're going to video it as well and give you a live video stream of the game as well, since it's for the championship on July 1st. So that'll be coming up.
All right. That's exciting.
It is, very much.
We'll take a time out, and we'll listen for a little cue from the guys and Sergeant, see if they're ready to go. And if they are, we'll turn it over to them. If not, we'll babble.
All right, we can do that.
Because we're expert babblers.
We are.
Or at least we think we are.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Consolidated Companies is a proud sponsor of the Big Sky at Jubilee in Anselmo. Consolidated Superfast Internet can help you find out more information on all the fun activities coming up this summer. Consolidated Internet has 24-hour technical support and local technicians, so you're never without help. Have fun at the festival, and for more information on their high-speed internet, call Consolidated at 800-742-7464 today.
Foster a love of reading while connecting with a local Nebraska author. Now in stock, the new children's book, The Best Discovery. This Saturday during Pioneer Picnic, Callaway is pleased to welcome Katie Rao for a book signing at Morgan Park from 1 to 4. The Best Discovery is a children's book based on true events with an exciting lesson. Make sure you head to Callaway this Saturday for a book signing from 1 to 4 at Morgan Park with local author Katie Rao.
Can I go to the sleepover?
If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Sponsored by DHHS and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
20 minutes before the hour, the rest of this hour will be dedicated to Sergeant, and I believe Jeremy Scheib is ready to go, so we'll turn it over to you, Jeremy.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are here in Sargent, and we're going to be talking about the fair, the Chokecherry Jamboree, and the alumni celebration. And as we get started, of course, we want to thank the sponsors that allow us to be here in Sargent at Ollie's today. They include Trotter's Woe and Go and Trotter Fertilizer, welcoming you to Sargent for the Jamboree this upcoming weekend. The Forget Me Not shop, you can enjoy 40% off one item this week, and when you buy one card, you get a second one at half price. Make sure you mention that you heard it here. Also, Sargent Packing welcomes you to Sargent this weekend for a great time. Custer Public Power District, also a sponsor, happy to support the communities in which they serve. Sargent Fair Board, they're excited to see you in Sargent this weekend as well. Roberts Chiropractic in Sargent is a big supporter of the Sargent community, and they are very excited to welcome you. First National Bank of Sargent is excited to invite everyone to town for summer fun in Sargent. And don't forget their convenient ATM is located at Trotter's Woe and Go in Sargent. Louis Body Shop gives you service you can count on, your complete auto body and repair source. Proud to support Sargent Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree. The Sargent Insurance Agency, they will only stop weighing out the options when they have the perfect coverage plan for you. The Palladium, celebrating Sargent Fair, Chokecherry Jamboree, and Sargent alumni with alumni events and music by the Calhouns Saturday at 2:30, which I'm sure we'll be talking about. Sargent Corner Market, where you'll find only the freshest in every aisle, and they hope to see you in Sargent this weekend. And finally, where we're sitting this morning, Ollie's Coffee and Boutique offers a one-of-a-kind experience where you'll find the perfect boutique clothing and sip the best coffee around, and they've got a special going on that we'll be hearing about too. So thank you very much to all those sponsors for allowing us to be here, and now I'll turn on our other microphones here, and Shannon, we'll just get right into it. So how would you like to start?
Well, I figured that since we're here at Ollie's and Sargent, that we would start with them and kind of chat about what Ollie's has going on this weekend.
All right.
For Chokecherry.
All right. Chris is going to step up and tell us all about what's going on at Ollie's. So you got some specials, and then I'm sure you'll be open quite a bit this weekend, too.
Yes, so we are running our infamous bag sales, but in addition to that, we are going to be running shoe bag sales as well. And we'll be open Saturday from 7 to 4, and then we're going to be open Sunday from 8 to 10, so people can come in before the church services in the park. We are also going to run 25% off all of our jeans and
Okay.
$1 off of all of our cold drinks, so make sure you stop in because who knows what Mother Nature's going to be like, if it'll be hot or not.
Yeah, who knows? I think we're pretty much at the point where we're guaranteed at least 80 degrees. So a cold drink, $1 off, you're good either way.
Yes, that always goes over good on a warm day.
Yes, and you have some amazing smoothies I saw on the sign over here by the cash register, so that's awesome. A nice variety of different kinds to choose from, so that's even better.
And if you're daring, let the baristas make you something of their choice because they're always
Ooh.
creating stuff.
Yep, that's kind of
Ooh.
where I go. I say, make me your favorite. And then
And most of the time, they are just so delicious.
Yes.
I mean,
My favorite is the frozen strawberry lemonade.
really? I'll have to try
That'd be
that. That sounds amazing.
That's good. Can't beat watching the parade with strawberry lemonade. Sounds
That's
good.
right.
Well, what else do you want to promote? Any new items or anything in stock that folks should check out if they haven't been here recently?
Well, we still have our Myra bags, which those do not stay on our shelves very long. We just got a brand new shipment of Liverpool jeans in and some Liverpool shorts.
Okay.
That's kind of a big name brand that we
Right.
started to go with. I got a huge shipment of home decor. So if you need to remodel your house,
Great.
you probably have everything that you need for it.
Awesome.
Right, or even gifts for. I mean, decor is always such an awesome gift.
Yes, and baby clothes, kids' clothes. We carry all of that.
Great. So sales on jeans, the cold drinks, and you got hours all weekend.
Yep, and bag sales.
And
And
the
your
bag
bag
sales.
sales.
Yep. Awesome. Well, thanks for kicking off things with us, and we'll make sure to send folks to Ollie's. You can't miss it. It's right on Main Street, kind of catty corner from the community center here in Sargent. So when you come into town, just swing in and see them. They'd love to have you come by. All right. What we got next,
Okay.
Shannon?
So we're going to chat with Emily, and she is with SWAT, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All
Now,
right.
SWAT usually very highly involved in things going on at Sargent. What's going on with Sargent Fair and Chokecherry Jamboree this year with SWAT?
Well, so this year, our fair board kind of had dissolved, and there wasn't really a whole lot of people to kind of take it on. And, you know, last year we didn't have fair because of COVID and everything. And so we felt like as our women's organization, this was just something that we could do within our community to keep the fair going.
All right, great. Well, let's take a look at some of the specific events. Saturday, 9 a.m. is the first thing down at the Palladium. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit more later, but it really kind of kicks off a full day of events.
Yeah, so not only is it our fair, but it's also alumni weekend. So like you said, alumni will start in the morning. Starting at 10, we have some vendors that will be in the park. Just some of the vendors that we have coming are Rebellious Rose. We have Tupperware, some jewelry, Young Living essential oils, rock and crystal necklaces, rock tumblers, petrified wood of all sizes. We have Usborne books, some crafts and baked goods, and some soaps and bath salts. So those are just some of the vendors that we have coming, and they will be in the park for most of the day.
All right, and the park, like most of these community events, is a good central place for a lot of things that are going on. Lots of activities for all ages in the family going on at the park.
Yep. Then at 11, we have our Little Miss Chokecherry pageant or contestant that will be going on. And then after that, we have games in the park. Really just kind of will lead us up into the parade. So we have inflatables coming in, just different games that will be set up. So really it's going to be a fun time for, like you said, for all ages.
And we've got to mention the theme this year, Down Memory Lane. Have you heard any kind of talks about what people are planning on doing with that theme for the parade?
You know, I think with tradition and Sargent, I think you're going to see a lot of bulldog attire coming back out.
Okay.
Tying it in with the alumni. A lot of our alumnus are, you know, the bulldogs.
Right.
But between bulldog and twin loop,
I think that'll be kind of the main theme for our parade.
Great. And let's talk about Sunday. Sunday's just kind of, after you have all the fun on Saturday, you kind of get up on Sunday, have maybe a little bit of a slower day to start, just kind of relaxing, having some conversation, but then things kind of pick up in the afternoon again.
Yep, so after Church in the Park, we'll have our traditional pancake feed. We'll have our cake walk that will start at 1, followed by the famous choke cherry pit spitting. And then there's going to be just some other activities. Our junior and senior classes will be doing some activities and some games in the park. And then you can't forget the water fights that will be held as well.
All right, great. Well, do we want to should we hit on the records and just let folks know about the pit spitting records that are out there, just in case they want to practice? Folks, if you there's a women's and a men's division. The kids do it too, so there's probably a kids number float. Do you know what that number is?
I would not know. I don't have that in front of me.
But, okay, here's the deal. If you want to come and spit a pit, ladies, you're going to have to spit it at least 30 feet, 7 inches to take the top spot. Jackie Roper did that.
Jackie's giving us hand signals. Is it further now?
Yeah, guys, I've got Jerry Davenport at over 63 feet 9 inches.
That is so crazy.
That is insane to me. So, guys, if you want to come and spit a pit, 64 feet is probably what you should shoot for. You got to get over 63 feet 9 inches. I don't know. If anything, even if you don't want to do it, just come and watch and see how it works.
Yeah,
watch the technique.
There's a lot of technique.
That's
a lot of
strategy.
People throw their body into it, don't they? You get that forward momentum.
Well, we've got Jackie here, the winner for the women's.
No?
So she might have to let us know when she chats a little later about how she went about doing that.
We'll get deeper into this conversation for sure. Anything else you wanted to touch on, Emily?
Just that we are going to do our parade on Saturday. So even if you have not sent in your registration, you can show up that day. Lineup will start at 3 o'clock at the baseball field. So it's always fun to see all of the floats and stuff and all the creativity that everybody comes up with. So the parade will start at 4:30. We have a free will donation barbecue in the park that will follow from 6 to 8. And then we also have our alumni dance that will begin at 9 o'clock featuring Lost County Road at the community center.
All right, great. And again, folks, the theme is Down Memory Lane. And I really like that theme because it's kind of open to interpretation. If you're coming from outside of town and maybe you don't have the bulldog attire like Emily mentioned, you can, if you just want to dress up like a past decade or something like that, it's open to interpretation. So just bring your float or your business or just bring your people and walk through the parade, and it'd be a lot of fun. All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
All right. Who's grabbing the mic next?
Okay, so we did mention how at 11 on Saturday there's a Little Miss Choke Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have Taylin here, and she is going to take part in Little Miss Choke Cherry this year.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Taylin.
Right.
Hi.
Now, have you entered into the Little Miss Choke Cherry contest before?
No, because COVID.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Now, I'm not ultra familiar with competitions like this. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but what all is involved? What do they usually have you do?
So usually we do a group dance at the first part, and then we will do like talents, and then we will like do questions, and then the next Little Miss Choke, 2019's Little Miss Choke Cherry will crown the winner.
Okay.
That sounds like so much fun.
Now the
It is
talent.
fun.
Now, what's your talent going to be? Or you don't have to reveal it if you don't want to. There might be strategy involved.
No, I'm just dancing to Believer.
Oh,
Ooh.
awesome.
Oh, that sounds so great. How
That sounds
exciting.
like a lot of fun, and we wish you the best of luck. Should be fun.
Yeah, I bet it will.
Is there a lot of girls that are trying for Miss Choke Cherry this year?
We'll just have 5, counting me.
5? Wow. Well, good luck to you. I hope that you do well for all of your questions and your talent.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks, Taylor.
welcome.
All right, yeah, Little Miss Choke Cherry. So that's going on at 11 o'clock on Saturday. So if you folks would like to check that out, it's going on in the city park. And usually if you want to find where you want to go and what's going on, good place to start is at the park. Somebody's probably going to be there. Even if there's not an event happening at that moment, they'll tell you where the events are happening. So good place to start. All right, Shannon, we're moving right along. We're learning a lot about the Sergeant Fair and Choke Cherry Jamboree, and I think we're about to learn more.
That's right. Now we're chatting with Lori.
Yay.
Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Hi, Lori.
You guys are up awful early.
I know.
You know, there's no drive that I'd much rather make than that nice drive over from Broken Bow to Sargent, though. It's a good way to start your morning.
It is nice. We
It
need
is.
a little more rain. I don't know how much anybody got, but
Yeah, the pivots are going still. A lot
Oh,
of them
yeah.
are. Not enough to hold the pivots off, but
no, we'd need quite a bit more than that.
yes. It looks like the forecast might be able to figure it out the next couple of days, but hopefully they turn that spigot off before this weekend in Sargent.
I just looked at my weather on my phone. Being a farmer, I have several weather apps.
There you go.
And Saturday's looking pretty good, actually.
Great.
Nice temperature and maybe not raining, but even if it rains, we'd all be happy anyway. So
Right.
Well, what do you want to tell us about here on the radio this morning?
I don't really know. I
Yeah,
just
well,
came
you've
in
got
to
some-
have coffee.
You've got some awesome things going on that are actually at the Palladium this year.
Yes, we do. The alumni has been at the Palladium for a few years, and I'm reading the list because I haven't really looked at it yet. I haven't got to Saturday yet. But at 9 o'clock, the alumni is having the open house at the Palladium, so we will be open for the day, and then they have the luncheon there and the meeting. And then at 2:30, I have a music show at the Palladium once a month. And so it happened to fall on this one, so we moved it
Cool.
back to 2:30. So I thought people can sit around in there if they want to and listen and get ready for the parade. So they'll be done by 4:30 for the parade. So that should work out pretty good. And I think the Calhouns are playing again in the park too that evening. So
Okay, great. And if somebody's never seen the Calhouns, kind of describe their style.
Jim is a genius. That's all I can say.
That sounds awesome.
He has more songs in his head. I have never seen such a thing. And you just request one and he throws it out. He can go all the way back to country way back. And I've made him do a little, I don't know if I had him do any Black Sabbath, but I've thrown some wild ones at him and he can pull up some in there.
It's amazing when you come across somebody like that. You just tell them any song and they'll play it right then.
Yeah, and he's he's just really, really good. I know enough about music to know that he's very talented.
That's
so,
great.
Great.
So it sounds like, he's just kind of a roundabout of different types of
He
music.
is. He can.
so
They
you
do.
could
They can
come
do
and enjoy.
50s, 60s rock and roll if you want him to, and they can. He can just kind of do a little bit of everything.
Great.
So.
Well, what else we got going on at the Palladium?
Well, I don't know what else we're doing there. I'm just hanging out there all day. My job is to have the coffee going, I heard,
Oh, there you
in
go.
the morning, so that's pretty important. And they could always come over here and get one, too.
Sure.
And then we're just going to hang out. I'm looking forward to being in town even for the alumni dance. I have a little, my daughter-in-law's brother's in that band, and they're really good, too, the Lost County Road. So it just sounds like a really fun day.
It really does. I mean, you can come early, enjoy things in the park. I mean, hit up the parade,
Yeah.
get some food, watch Lost County Roads and the Calhouns.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got music all over, and we also, the Little Red Hen consignment store will be open. It's kind of open whenever I come to town, so.
Great.
And it's in the Palladium too, and so.
Yeah, while you're visiting and getting that coffee in the morning. and
Yeah,
stop in
I think
and-
it's just a good day to come to town and see what everybody else is up to.
Perfect. Well, full schedule Saturday and Sunday, so folks make your way to Sargent this weekend, and we've got one more guest, I believe, right, Shannon?
Yes,
Before
we
we close,
do. We got to chat with Jackie. She is
the women's record holder for the pit spitting contest.
That's right.
We'll lead with that, right?
That's right. She is, and then and of course she also makes beautiful arrangements from Forget Me Not.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of my job these days since
That's
I'm
your jam.
officially, after 35 years, Being on the fair board, we're letting somebody else do it this year, so that's been kind of different too.
I'm sure 35 years is very impressive.
But
it's a lot of commitment.
It is, but you also, when somebody else is taking over, you appreciate all the hard work that they're going to, because you know what it takes to put on a festival.
Yes, it does, and it looks like the schedule's going to be great again this year. So
it is.
It's awesome.
It is going to be great.
Well, what do you want to talk about, Jackie?
Well, over at the flower shop this week, we have a lot of 40s going on this year. It's my 40th year alumni. And Louie and I will be married 40 years in November. So I'm kind of going to run with some 40% off specials.
Here you go.
And anybody that hears my ad on the radio or is listening today, and there's something they've been looking for at the flower shop, one item per customer, they can have 40% off.
Awesome.
The other thing we're going to be doing is running through the week and probably into next week, buy a greeting card and get one half off.
Great.
So if you need some greeting cards, now's a good time to stock up on those.
All right. Awesome.
So that's kind of what's going on. I think I'll have 4-H kids in there later making a float, so I know there's at least a 4-H float going on.
There you go. So remember, folks, if you're in Sargent, just remember that sale's going on at the Forget Me Not shop.
Yeah.
40% off an item. And there was just one exception I remember from writing your ad. It's arrangements in silk, right?
Well, silk arrangements, things that I have done on the wall. If you walk in and see it, it's 40% off. If I have to make it custom, it's not. But,
Right. Which is understandable.
But I can do custom.
Yeah.
Custom.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, great. Okay, well, before we go, because we're running a little bit low on time, we got to talk about this record you hold in the pit spitting. I'm going to just make my question simple. What's the main key? Like, if you had one little bit of information to give somebody that's just getting into pit spitting, they're new to the game.
I think
What's
you
the key?
need to work that seed, get that seed out, make sure it's really good and clean.
Okay.
Because you don't want any extra.
Do they give you the whole?
They give you the whole choke cherry.
And
you
then-
get the whole choke cherry, and you have to get the seed out, whether you want to
Eat it
or whatever you want to do, but you have to come up with the seed.
Okay.
And some of them just spit the whole thing because they don't like the taste of it. Well, those aren't going too far because they're heavier.
Yeah, they're
so
heavier.
you got to get the seed.
Now, I'm not familiar with the pits. Are they aerodynamic to begin with? Are they round?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
they're kind of a BB. I would say that's maybe what
Well, that's how we practice
Yeah.
at home with BBs. If you hit the opposite.
Well,
living room
you
wall-
practice with BBs?
Yeah. The
Just
problem,
floored.
though,
Oh,
you
this
need to practice with corn because then it's going to go whew.
Okay.
So there's
Well,
even
you folks
stuff
can
you
tell.
can practice with.
Yeah.
You folks that are listening, find something at home that's similar to a
Find some choke cherries in your freezer.
There you go. Yeah. Get your
That's the
practice
best.
because they bring it here in Sargent every year.
Yeah.
There's strategy behind it.
Yeah, and a lot of wind. You got to have a lot of wind. But we do have our reigning Little Miss Choke Cherry here that would like
Oh.
to say good morning.
Okay. From the last competition?
Yes, from the
Okay.
last
Who's this?
competition.
Right.
Can you tell
Cora McPherson.
Cora? Okay. Hi, Cora. How are you?
Good.
Good. Looking forward to crowning a new Little Miss Choke Cherry. Now, you've reigned for 2 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you got to be the first Little Miss Choke Cherry to do that, right?
You got lucky.
Now, what have you done in your 2 years as Little Miss Choke Cherry? What are some of the things you've implemented in the community?
I rode in parades.
That
Hey,
is awesome.
that's the main thing.
I had to wake up very early.
Everyone always talks about the wave that you need, your parade wave. What's your parade wave look like? It's got to be,
Kind of like this.
that's
a
on
good
par.
one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Cora.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun in Sargent again this weekend, folks. So make sure you come down Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a blast. And thanks for talking to us again, Jackie.
Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, just everybody get out and come enjoy the weekend. It will be a great weekend.
All right. Well, great. We've learned a lot about Sergeant Chokecherry Jamboree and the Sergeant Fair, the Alumni Weekend, lots of events for that. But there's something for everybody, Shannon. It's going to be a blast Saturday and Sunday.
Definitely. Head on out. I mean, you don't even have to have a specific thing in your mind. Just come. There's a lot going on.
Some of the main things I want to hit on one more time before we end the broadcast. Saturday, vendors and crafts in the city park starting at 10 o'clock. Food vendors in the city park starting at noon. The parade is going to be starting at 4:30. Barbecue in the park Saturday night from 6 to 8 with the Calhouns performing, and then make your way over to the Sargent Community Center to see Lost County Roads perform starting at 9 o'clock. On Sunday, lots of great stuff as well. Church in the city park, as well as a pancake feed to start the morning at 10:30. The Chokecherry Pit Spitting is at 1:30, and then they round out the day later on with the water fights. Can't miss that from 3 until 5. And just before that at 1:30, lots of tournaments, including horseshoes, cornhole, and ladder ball, too, for a $5 team entry fee. Before we hand things back over to the studio, want to again thank our sponsors that allowed us to be here, including the sponsor that has hosted us this morning, Ollie's Coffee Shop and Boutique. Thank you to them. They've got a great one-of-a-kind experience for shopping and drinks. You heard the specials earlier on in the show. They've got a bag sale going on, $1 off of cold drinks, and they've got a great selection of items here in the store, too. Sargent Corner Market, the Palladium, Sargent Insurance Agency, Louis Body Shop, First National Bank in Sargent, Roberts Chiropractic in Sargent, the Sargent Fair Board, Custer Public Power District, Sargent Packing, the Forget Me Not Shop. Don't forget about their 40% off one item sale this week. Make sure you say that you heard it here on the radio, and you can buy one card and get a second one at half price as well. Don't forget that. And Trotter's Wongo and Trotter Fertilizer, thank you to them as well. That'll do it for us in Sargent, so we'll send it back to the studio. Thanks, Dave and Brent.
Thank you very much. A great show. Enjoyed that very much. A lot of great people in Sergeant Brent, and a lot of volunteers, a lot of effort put in. And again, we always urge you, if you can, take in all or some of these festivals. Even take in more than one if you can, because they're all a little different in their own way, but all good family fun.
Yep. Great way to showcase what our communities are about here in Custer County, and they take a lot of pride in putting these festivals on. And you've said this many times, the best way you can support the community and their festival is to just go to it. So we encourage you to do that.
All right, that takes care of the show for today. Tomorrow, as we mentioned, we'll be over in Callaway talking Pioneer Picnic, so join us for that. Also, a live remote from the Lions Club fireworks stand here in Broken Bow.
See.
KBBN 95.3 FM, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. A tragedy in Miami this morning that has no explanation yet. The partial collapse of a high-rise condo building.
Here we had a building literally fall down. Just doesn't happen.
Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett. Barry Cohen lives on the third floor.
We went out of our apartment to try to get out of the building, and we opened up the door to our apartment, and there used to be a 100-yard hallway, and it was rubble.
He was rescued from his balcony. Reporter Lisa Petrillo is at a family reunification center nearby.
People have been sleeping in cots, lying on the ground, crying. People are waiting